We're live, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are live. I think we're... Read then, lads and lasses, how we're doing, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since the live watch-alongs, but of course, Newcastle United, we do travel to there. I'm definitely making sure it's still on. I'm definitely making sure I'm live. I think I am. Yes, I am. I am live 100%. Anyways, like I was saying, Newcastle United travel at the City Ground in the Premier League, and we need to win this game today, lads. We dropped points against Luton at home, and although they played very, very well, and I couldn't credit them enough, it was still 2 points dropped against Luton at home. However, at the end of the day, we should have won that game, even though Luton were genuinely fantastic. 3 points away at Villa. Fingers crossed, 3 more points on the road today. It's going to be very hard, of course. We're just by the skin of our teeth beat them there at the City Ground last season. A fantastic Alexander Isak brace, a last minute penalty, absolute limbs that was, by the way. But how are we feeling today, lads? Are we feeling a win? What's your score prediction? If I'm being honest, I'm definitely not over the moon. I'm not confident. I wouldn't say I'm unbelievably confident, you know what I mean? I haven't got this thought that we're going to go into this game and we're going to absolutely smash Forest, which last season I did have that thought, but I don't know what it is. I genuinely don't know. Nottingham Forest, of course, are a good team. They genuinely embarrassed with St James's Park. Anthony Elanga had Dan Burn's life that game. That cannot be understated. That can't be sort of pushed away. I mean, Dan Burn was absolutely put on ropes by Anthony Elanga. Speaking of that, let's take a look at today's lineups from both teams, of course. And one, Eddie Howe said about 10 times Anthony Gordon wouldn't be available for this game, and somehow he's fingered. Anyways, let's read what he's saying today, lads. Yous have said... Callum Elliott has said 2-1. Jake, thank you very much for coming back in, bro. Of course, Jake is a member. Like I was just going to say, actually, ladies and gentlemen, we'll say it, Leah, as we always do, but subscribe if you are new around here. Like the live right now so we can get it sort of pushed up through the whole live. And if you want to become a member of the Geordie Josh channel, you can get exclusive badges, gifts, perks, priority, pictures. Jake, you can put a couple of pictures in the chat right now. You can subscribe. I forgot how much it is, but there's like 2 different levels. There's one okay one, and then there's one like where you can get everything. But they are actually really, really good. So it's good to see you in the chat there. So become a member if you want to. The link to that is in the description. Anyways, Callum Elliott said 2-1 to Newcastle. Hello, Rakan. Shout out to Max Football. There we go. Bruno G, 7 minutes in, is going to score. 1 second. Should I read it off there? I'll read it off my computer. So it's a bit easier for us to look rather than looking down there. Right, so what's your score predictions for today, lads? I'll have a look at what you've been saying. Do you know what? I think, personally, I'm going to go 2-1 to Newcastle today. Right. 3-1 to Newcastle, says George Sampson. You know what? I can see a 3-1. I believe Nottingham Forest will score, and I think we'll score today as well. 3-2, Barnes, late winner. We're going to get onto the lineups in a minute. I'm absolutely buzzing that we've got Harvey Barnes as an option on the bench yet again. I would have liked to seen him start, but thank God we aren't rushing him straight back into things, if you know what I mean. But it's going to pose to be a bit of a problem, that. I don't know about you, lads, but for me, personally, to have Anthony Gordon, who's being the best player of the season so far for us, and then we've got Harvey Barnes, who's absolutely fantastic on the left wing as well. What's going to go on there? 1 second, lads. Let's see if I can change something in the chat, because I did want to change something, but I don't know if I can. Right, okay. Didn't think I can. 3-2 Barnes late when he said 2-1 to Newcastle, says NUFC MJR. 3-1 to Newcastle, says Max Football. 2-0 to Newcastle, says Joel Smith. And 2-1 to Newcastle, says my dad. I'm trying to see if I can make this. Jake, I don't know if any of the mods can do this. Is there any way to make this chat subscriber only? Not members only, just subscriber only. Because I understand not everyone has the funds to like be a member, do you know what I mean? I don't know if you can actually do that, but oh well. I'm just a long bed Met roast. By the way, lads, that training ground vlog that I did make, Charlie in the chat also went that in. I was recording the training ground vlog, and about 50 times when we were at Benton Metro Station, I said Long Benton. Anyways, lads, let's do something. Let's take a look at the lineups for today, and this is going to make some people a little bit angry. Right, so first up for Newcastle United, in goal, Martin Dubravka, Kieran Trippier right back, Shaw and Botman, them 4. You wouldn't lay a finger on that, them 3 there, would you? Or that 4, sorry. Oh, wait. Yeah, 4. How well, Josh? Left back, Daniel Byrne. Now, this is definitely going to spark up a conversation with some fans. Should it be Dan Byrne starting or should it be Tino Livramento? Look, I'm always going to say this. We love Dan Byrne, don't we? I mean, he scored in every competition this season. FA, Carabao Cup, Champions League and the Premier League. He's just a big lump. He's a Geordie. We absolutely adore him. But if we're talking like football terms, where, look, football is a harsh sport. You need to play your best players to win. You can't just play the players you love. I mean, as much as I'd love to do that, if we would do that, I'd be bringing back Jose Perez, Alexis Sanchez, Eden Hazard, Philippe Coutinho. They're my old favourite players. But you have to play Tino Livramento instead of Dan Byrne for me today. The only way I would have started Dan Byrne today to cut him some slack was if Chris Wood was starting for Nottingham Forest. Of course, we'll get onto their lineups, but he's not playing for Nottingham Forest today. And thank God. And actually, someone is starting for Nottingham Forest, which I can't believe at all. We'll get onto that soon, of course. But in midfield, Bruno Guimaraes, absolutely fantastic. And of course, if Bruno gets yellow carded in this game, ladies and gentlemen, that means he misses the next 2 games through his suspension. I think it's because he's picked up 10 yellow cards. Very, very big miss if that so happens. Sean Longstaff, Lewis Miley, you probably would expect that again. Almiron right wing, Callum Wilson in the number 9 spot back. Do you know what it is? Every time Isak gets injured, Wilson comes back. Every time Wilson gets injured, Isak comes back. I seen somebody say it's like they're getting sort of they're doing shifts as footballers, and it seems like that as well. Anyways, right wing, left wing, Mr. Anthony Gordon, fantastic to have him back. And of course on the bench, Loris Karius, Dummett, Lascelles back in the lineup, or back in the squad, Richie, Harvey Barnes, absolutely fantastic option from the bench. We're seeing him against Luton. He just looked like this player that we've been missing the whole season. The quality he brought coming off the bench from Luton was absolutely superb. Kraft, Lewis Hall, Tino Livramento and Jacob Murphy. Jacob Murphy and Harvey Barnes, 2 attacking options from the bench. I'm not complaining whatsoever. Now, on to Nottingham Forest. And for one reason and one reason only, we're going to go from the bottom, or the top to the bottom. And actually, I'm going to have to work my way around this, so bear with us, because that Nottingham Forest for some reason on Twitter haven't done the lineup from like goalkeeper from the bottom, striker at the top. They've done it in numbers. So in my head, this goes Awonyi, striker, the Nigerian striker. Of course, he will be leading the line for them. Morgan Gibbs-White, absolutely fantastic player. Hudson-Odoi, very good player. Anthony Alanga, very good player. Like we've seen at St James's Park, absolutely roasted Dan Byrne. Seriously, he did. What's his name? It's someone Yates. I can't remember his first name, but anyways, Yates in the midfield with Dominguez, I believe it is. Are they playing a 5-back? Honestly, I don't know. But anyways, Tavares, Williams, Niakate, and Murillo. No, it's only a 4-back. But on the in goal. I didn't think I'd ever be saying this, but in goal for Nottingham Forest is Matt Sells. What? Matt Sells is in goal for Nottingham Forest. Of course, he did play for Newcastle United in the Championship season. And honestly, I remember my dad saying that he won like Belgian goalkeeper of the year or something. Of course, in the Belgian league, I can't believe we got him for under £10 million, I believe it was. And honestly, he was absolutely terrible. In the air, he was really bad as well, catching stuff and like being crowded by other players. He was absolutely terrible. So Kieran Trippier, please put every single cross onto his head. You have to. And it'll look very good for Newcastle today. But anyways, let's see what he's been saying in the chat, lads. I'll get back to that. My computer, for some reason, it's been really slow today. I don't know why it is. Also, let's try and get the 4.5k subscribers in this live as well. So like and subscribe if you haven't already, lads. I really do appreciate that. Right, I'm just going to quickly try and do something with the chat, but I don't actually know if I can do it. Just bear with us, lads, while I try and do so. I don't think I can do it. Is the stream... Yeah, the stream's laggy because I don't know what it is, but just my what I'm streaming it off is being really weird at the minute. I don't know. I think it's because I keep like pressing stuff. Like if I leave it for a bit, it will be okay. But I've finally brung the water with us now. And I've just spilled it all over myself. I finally brung water with us instead of going at half time. But it's on Subzone. All right, appreciate that, Jake. Thank you very much, bro. But if I just leave it should be all right, lads. But hopefully, a big 3 points against Nottingham Forest today. I mean, at the City Ground, I remember years and years ago in the Championship season, of course, 2016. Wait one second. I'm just trying to sort this all out. I don't know why it's been so weird. Trying to sort my... Right. Is that it? There we go. Right, fine. There we go, sorted out. Right, finally, there we go, come on. Josh, I met Matt Ritchie when I was getting my haircut. He says he's staying and going into coaching when he retires. Fair enough. Alright. Gordon scores, Elanga and Barnes 2-1. Oh, I'd absolutely love... Do you know what I was saying, lads, right? I want everyone's sort of position on this as well. When it comes to everyone being back, and I mean, on the left wing, we'll have... What options do we have for the left wing? We'll have Matt Ritchie, we'll have Tino Livramento, Lewis Hall, but the main ones we will have, like, and Joe Linton as well, Joe Willock. But when we'll have Harvey Barnes and Anthony Gordon, both as concrete options, possibly next week... Wait, who are we even playing next week? Is it Bournemouth? I believe it's Bournemouth. Who are we going to play? Are we going to play Gordon, who's been the best player this season so far, in my opinion, or are we going to play Harvey Barnes, who's got really big shoes to fill this season? Who are we going to pick, lads? In my opinion, look, Gordon can play on the other wing. Is he as effective there? Absolutely not. But the thing is, with Harvey Barnes is a fantastic player. Anthony Gordon's been the player this season. It's going to be a really sticky one for Eddie Howe, that. But I guess competition creates the best sort of player, if you know what I mean. Pressure makes diamonds, as they say. Seriously can't wait for this one today. Like, seriously cannot. Big Dan Burn on the wing. Are you a fan of Dan Burn starting today, lads? Are you a fan of Dan Burn starting today? Of course, the main one would have been Tino Livramento. For me, personally, in this game, yet again, I would have definitely rather started Tino Livramento. And that's not just to say, oh, Dan Burn, blah, 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 blah. Like, genuinely, Tino Livramento is the better player. And there's a reason for that. You'd only start Dan Burn in this game if they started Chris Wood, because, of course, Nottingham Forest team, the forwards, Elanga, Hudson-Odoi and Morgan Gibbs-White, they're not the best in the air at all, are they? They're sort of flashy, what's the word? Flair wingers, if you know what I mean. They're tricky wingers. They're not the head in the ball wingers, if you know what I mean. So that's Tino Livramento's job. Doesn't have to go in the air too much. He just has to stand them and sort of get the tricks out the way, if you know what I mean. But if Chris Wood was starting it would be Dan Burn, do you know what I mean? Barnes to start, give Gordon rest and play him late in the game. Could do. Bruno scores early, Trippier scores in the 53rd minute, then Burn gets tired and wheeled out. I don't know why this stream is being a bit laggy, and I don't know why it is. I don't actually know why it is, lads. I'll need to sort that out, actually. I don't think I can, though. It's just something what I'm streaming off at the minute. I think I might have to change that, actually. Because this camera that I bought as well, away from the football, of course, this camera that I bought was like 120 quid or something. And where I got it from, honestly, I swear to God, the quality, this quality should be really, really good. I know it's okay. I know I'm still visible, but it should be better than that. Are you on OBS? I am on OBS, Jake, yeah. The game will start at 5:30. No, I'm not, because Dan Burn gave Luton a penny. Might do it again. It wasn't even that, though, with Luton as well. He gave away a very, very good chance, which Luton, of course, did make it 4-2. Your 5... Harry Callum's... Calm down, Callum. Bloody hell. Tino on the overlap. Lewis Hall, Dan Burn. I really, really do want Dan Burn to get a big, big start today. I actually do. I really do love Dan Burn, Lewis Hall, me. I really do. Actually, something which I'm going to say now, lads. And I'm not going to... 4.5k subscribers. Thank you very much, lads. I appreciate that. Something which I'm going to say, which I didn't want to say on my TikToks or anything, and I'm not going to repeat it again. But when I went to the training ground, I kid you not, Lewis Hall said he watches us, and I couldn't believe that. He genuinely said he watches my TikToks, and they come up on his For You page. That is mental, that, you know. That honestly is unbelievable. I couldn't believe that when he said it to me. Tino or Hall. Callum, you need to calm down with the capitals. Bloody hell. But definitely Tino Livramento at left back or right back. I mean, only Lewis Hall can only play left back. But another reason today, another bogey sort of thing for Newcastle is Nuno Espirito Santos. We haven't beat him with his Wolves side. I don't know what the score was when he was managing Spurs. I actually don't know about that. But we always used to draw with his Wolves side. You know what I mean? Those two badges of modern membership. Oh, I put the mod things on. I hope that looks good, actually. Thanks for the subscriptions, lads. I really do appreciate it. On 4.502 now. Thank you very much. I'm a Toon fan who's living in Nottingham. I'm not going to be fun of loose. Do you know what it is? I said I wasn't confident, but with Callum Wilson, fingers crossed, Harvey Barnes comes off the bench, Anthony Gordon starting, Kieran Trippier starting, Bruno starting, Botman starting, Tino should be starting. Actually, I'm getting a little bit more excited for the game, lads. I'm just going to say that. Are you still sick or what? No, I'm not, Martin, mate. Thank you very much for asking, though. I'm definitely feeling a lot better today. Honestly, the day after the training ground, I was actually really unwell, you know. I swear down. Do you know, like, when you... I don't know if you know this, obviously, because you are a little bit younger or older than me. But you know, when you used to be in school and you used to go to your mum, oh, ma, I'm not well, can I have the day off school? And I'd go and play FIFA the whole day. Honestly, 2 days ago, the day after the training ground, I was so unwell. My eyes were closing. I had horrible toothache. Honestly, everything was wrong with us. And that's why I only made a TikTok that day. But I really, really did feel unwell. But I'm better now. Thanks for asking, Martin. That was the point of that. Thank you very much for asking, mate. Callum Wilson at Alexander Isak. For me, it's undoubtedly Alexander Isak. I think he's better in every single aspect. Maybe apart from holding the ball up, which yet again isn't even Callum Wilson's main attribute, if you know what I mean. Lewis Miley or Lewis Hall. Do you know what? I said Lewis Hall when that option first come up, when it was like freed for Lewis Miley, but I don't want to compare them because we haven't properly seen what Lewis Miley can do. We've seen what Lewis Hall can do, but we've seen what Lewis Miley can do, and he's been absolutely unbelievable. Seriously, he has. Looks sick in my opinion. Thank you very much, Jake. I know you're on about the memberships, not me there. Who do you think scores today? I think I can see Anthony Gordon scoring today on the left-hand side and scores like through the right-hand post. I reckon we can actually score a fair few goals against Matt Sells today. I mean, he come from Strasbourg. Just shoot. When he was playing for us, he was genuinely pretty bad. You know what I mean? I remember you messaging me and saying you still wanted to upload. But I still did upload, you know what I mean? Glad you're okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, I do that sometimes. Surprised to see that Gordon is starting after seeing him leave the ground on crutches. I fully agree with that, honestly. How on earth Anthony Gordon left the ground on crutches and somehow he's playing that? He's absolutely phenomenal, isn't he? I mean, his work rate is unbelievable. I'm watching him train now. It doesn't look like nothing's wrong with the lad. I mean, he's played so many games for Newcastle United. He's an absolute credit, you know. I mean, getting injured, getting brought off at half-time, getting brought away from the ground on crutches, and he still plays the next game. The commitment from that lad is unbelievable. Yes, Sam, how we doing? That is another membership in the chat there. Thank you very much for the memberships, lads. Of course, you can see Jake has one there where it's got the Geordie Josh banner, and then Sam has one with the Tonali and a Pizza Hut on. That's because after like every sort of level it gets upgraded. So thank you very much, Sam, and I hope you're all okay, mate. Josh, Nay or Hazard? For me, Eden Hazard is the closest we'll see in the Premier League compared to Messi. Of course, Messi is like 3 times better than Eden Hazard, but he was an absolute magician. He was one of my favourite footballers, first favourite footballers outside of Newcastle United. I've got a signed Bruno shirt. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was going to say, pleased to hear that. I'm saying thank you very much. I mean, I'll have it if you're giving us it, mate. I can't lie. Gordon is probably pranking us. I doubt he'd leave the ground on crutches just for a laugh, mate. But do you think Isak will score? Pretty hard for him because he's not in the squad, mate. If you didn't know, it's Callum Wilson that's starting. Do you think Lewis Miley will score, Josh? Honestly, it's hard to say if you know a player's going to score, if you know what I mean. We can't just say, I think he's going to score, because it's very unlikely to happen. But if I do have anyone to score today, it is Anthony Gordon, 100%. Ooh, that's a very big one. Bench, sell, play, Tonali, Rodri or Rice. Rodri, Tonali, Rice. Anyways, he will get brought off 100% arrest and to get some minutes for Harvey Barnes. Not complaining at all. Harvey Barnes is class. And that's probably what I would do as well, mate. Anthony Gordon, of course, he's literally just left the ground on crutches and he doesn't look the best whatsoever. Same with Harvey Barnes. Just come back from an injury. Of course, we did see a little cameo at Luton. Ease them both into the games, if you know what I mean. What do you think the score's going to be? 2-1 to Newcastle United. Sam Cook gifted 5 Geordie Josh memberships. Thank you very much, mate. Sam, what an absolute legend. Gifting 5 memberships. Now, that's the first ever time someone in here has been gifted memberships. That's unbelievable, that. Thank you very much, Sam. I didn't even realise you could do that. And probably right now the stream's going a little bit laggy because I've just pressed something by accident. But Sam, that is absolutely unbelievable. Thank you very much. And whoever's got memberships, I hope you enjoy them as well. So everyone, put W Sam in the chat. What a legend, man. What a legend. Thank you very much, Sam, bro. Who was gifted one there? Lewis Malik was gifted a membership by Sam Cook. Jack Milburn was gifted one. Charlie was gifted one. Johnny was gifted one. And another Jack was gifted one as well. Josh, you need to start praising Shaw again. I was actually just looking at the match-worn boots there. Do you know what? Just for good luck. Just for good luck, lads. And clip this as well, lads, by the way. Fabian Shaw, match-worn boots. He scored a brace against Aston Villa. The last and only time I've brought these out, so fingers crossed he does it again. Probably chucked them a bit too loud there, but anyways. Right, let's say look what you were saying. Go on, Sam. Some boy, Sam. Tino to score. Anything to get Tino back in the lineup. I don't want to discredit Dan Burn, but Tino Livramento is an absolutely unbelievable player. And I know Eddie Howe's probably thinking, well, for right now, Tino's 21 or whatever. Dan Burn's more experienced. Look, simple as Tino Livramento, even though he is 21, he is the better player. You've got to start him. You've got to start. Hopefully, even if we do win this game, Eddie Howe says that Tino Livramento should be starting. Anyways, hi Josh, well done for taking on the world of YouTube. Good luck and enjoy the game. Thank you very much for your nice words, Jake and mate. I hope you go and enjoy your day, pal. Who to score? Like I said, Anthony Gordon already. Is Botman playing? Of course he is. No, lads, Sam doesn't get to choose who gets a membership, by the way. It's just random. I have seen that before. It's just random, so you can't really say anything to him there, you know what I mean? No problem, bro. Class content. Got to support it. Some boy, Sam. Thank you very much, mate. Josh, have a tenner on Shaw to score from outside the box. 45-1. I'm not a gambling man. I don't gamble. I don't put any bets on. But Fabian Shaw, 45-1 to score from outside the box. I tell you what. I wouldn't mind putting a couple of quid on it. Tino in the midfield, thoughts. Maybe in the latter stages of the game for winning. I definitely wouldn't start with him because, of course, we've definitely got better players there. But I don't know. Maybe bring some more cover to the left back. You never know. Is Botman playing? He is, mate. He is. Gordon up. Callum, you've got to calm down on them caps, mate. Bloody hell. Josh, my brother, said thanks to you for saying happy birthday. No problem, and I hope your brother goes and enjoys his birthday, Jake, mate. I really hope he does. Right, lads. It's nearly about time. 7 minutes till kick-off. Come on, the boys. I'm really anticipating this one, mind. Seriously. Is Kieran Trippier playing? He is playing, Matthew, mate, of course, right back, as we all know. I don't think Tino Livramento is, of course, going to, if he does come into the team, become a left back because no one's taking that right back spot off Trips. Even if he is dipping in form, the leadership he brings, the experience, the set pieces, although not the best recently, still brings very good set piece quality. Do you know what I mean? He's better than Longy, plus support for Burn. I do agree with the support part, 110%. I might need to go and get a bottle of water. Honestly, I was just going to say I'll go through water like I'm a fish, but fish don't drink water, they just live in it. But you know what I mean? I absolutely guzzle through water. I mean, like, I might have to go and get a couple more bottles. I can't watch the match because I have a... Oh, right. All right, mate. I apologise for you not watching the game. Is the game on Sky? The game is on Sky Sports main event, it is. Leaving to watch it, Josh. See you later, Callum, mate. Go and enjoy. I'm drinking on an empty stomach. It's probably not, mate. No, it's probably not. Anyways, lads, just about 5 minutes until Newcastle kick off at the City Ground. Come on, the boys. It's got to be a good one today. It's got to be big as well because I'm sure... Actually, I don't want to mess up the stream, so I'm going to have a look on my phone. I'm sure some teams around us... Pull my charger out. Won today, and I think Brighton was one of them. If I stand corrected, I'll just search up the Premier League. Right, so today's results, the teams around us that won, Man City, of course, they're not really around us, but you know what I mean, they are ahead of us. Oh no, wow, Spurs won in the last second. Brighton were winning, but Spurs won in the last second with a Brennan Johnson 90 plus 6th minute goal. Wow, so that puts in the league Brighton. Very good for Newcastle, actually. Wow. Very good for Newcastle, lads. If we win this game, we go 7th ahead of Brighton and West Ham, but West Ham have a game in hand, and we're only ahead of them on goal difference. Who do West Ham have to play? They have to play tomorrow against Arsenal at home. Arsenal's a very hard team, as we know, but we did batter them at St James's Park. I say batter, we beat them, but I hate Arsenal, for the amount of time they went on about that bloody goal. Oh my God. Who's playing at right wing? It's Miggy, just like, pardon me, I'm getting really... I don't know what I'm getting proper like gassy off. It might have been that coke I just had before. But Miggy is playing right wing, yeah. Imagine Dan Burn hat-trick. Oh, that would probably just be right. As soon as everyone's saying Tino Livramento should play, probably will go and get a hat-trick as well. Luton lost to Sheffield United. Oh, no way. Josh, is the Josh, has Newcastle got the best atmosphere in England? I mean, it's up for debate. If I did say, of course I am going to say Newcastle because I support Newcastle United, you know what I mean? It would be very, very unbiased. Do you know what it is, lads? 4 minutes till kick-off. I'm going to go and run myself and get a bottle or 2 bottles of water right now. So I'll be 2 seconds, lads. If I can quickly get this up. Yeah, why the stream's been so laggy, I don't know. Anyways, lads, 2 seconds. Right, we're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, honestly, do not know why this stream's been a little bit laggy. It's never, ever, ever like this. Honestly, it is actually a bit weird, that, man. I really don't like that, lads. I apologise for it as well. Honestly, I don't know why it is doing it. It is being really weird. Right, let's zoom this up. Right, there we go. I've just smacked my elbow off there. That's why I was rubbing it. But the lads are coming up. There's Big Dan Byrne, Fabian Shaw. I cannot believe Matt Sells is there, man. What on earth? There's Martin Dubravka and Sells shaking hands. They haven't played with each other. Well, I say they haven't played with each other. They haven't been teammates in a very long time. But Matt Sells at Newcastle United, bloody hell. May turn down the bit rate. I don't know. I don't know what that is, mate. I don't actually know how to do that. Right. Come on, the boys. They're about to come out now. How are the boys? See Callum Wilson at the back. Callum Wilson actually has been a big miss, you know. I do miss Callum Wilson. Although he's not the best of holding on the ball, he's a very good finisher, let's be real. As he seriously is a very good finisher. There's Anthony Gordon smiling in the tunnel as well. What a boy for coming back. What an absolute boy. I keep getting notifications on Twitter. What is it? Oh, it's just, here we go. Warm-up's done. And the lads are coming out. Come on, the boys. There's Morgan Gibbs. He's going to cause Newcastle some trouble today, that Morgan Gibbs-White. Honestly, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm going to see if I can turn down the bitrate, even though I don't have a clue what that means. Hopefully I don't turn something off here. Settings. Maybe it makes the stream a little bit better. A little bit. I'm going to have to sort this camera as well. It honestly is so good, right? Stream. Output. Right, okay. Should be a little less laggy later on. Right, it's about to start as well. So we're going to get the timer ready. It's about to start. Come on, the boys. Final lineups, ladies and gentlemen. For Nottingham Forest, of course, Matt Sells at the back. Honestly, I can't believe that. Nuno Tavares. Well, this just went off. It wasn't. Nuno Tavares. Murillo. We'll go from the front. Wait, who was at the back? Murillo. Matt Sells. Nuno Tavares, there we have it, Niakate, Nico Williams, Dominguez Yates, and a very good front four actually. Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs-White, Elanga, and Awonyi. They aren't going to be very good in the air, which is why Tino should have started. But anyways, they are going to cause Newcastle some threats today. And at the starting for Newcastle United, of course, Martin Dubravka in goal, left back Dan Byrne, a bit controversial to some, left centre back Sven Botman, the one of the best centre-backs in the league and definitely going to be one of the best in the world in his future. Fabian Shaw, Kieran Trippier, in midfield, Sean Longstaff, Bruno Guimaraes, Lewis Miley, and the front three, Callum Wilson, Miggy Almiron, and left wing, Mr. Anthony Gordon. Back in the lineup, and I'm absolutely buzzing for it. Come on, about to kick off here on my screen. Let's make it sharp, shall we, lads? Let's make it sharp. I'm gonna turn off notifications on my phone so I don't get I don't get any spoilers, because I know what yous are like for spoiling me. On the bench as well, I think that's pretty good. We've got Jacob Murphy and Harvey Barnes on the bench. I'm a really, really big fan of that, actually. It's about to kick off, yeah. Come on, lads. I do expect 3 points today. Well, I don't expect it because they are a hard team to beat, but I really, really would like three points today. I really would. However, boys, it's about to kick off. Some anthem them Notts Forest have, by the way. That is a really good anthem, actually. However, man, lads, get it kicked off. Fabian Schär, man. What a player. I'd love to see another Fabian Schär goal today, mate. I'd love to see it. Kieran Trippier with the Nottingham Forest captain now. They're going for kick-off. How well, boys? Right. Yeah, it's taking some time, this league. Bloody hell, why is it so far behind? Why is it actually so far behind? Yeah, don't worry, I won't forget a Jack, mate. Don't worry about that. And the scoreline as well. Don't worry about that. They actually do have a really good, really good sort of anthem, them Nottingham Forest fans. Bloody, I got absolutely slated for calling them Notts Forest in the match day vlog. Come on, man. Why is it taking so long? Is it kicked off on this? Oh, it didn't actually kick off at it didn't actually kick off at 4:30. Right, fair enough. That's perfect then. And Bruno is going to kick off, lads. And Newcastle are taken first, of course, with Bruno kicking off. However, ref, stop playing silly buggers. Get this game kicked off. I'm sitting around in silence. Yeah, man, that's not like me. I'm only speaking every single second. However, ref, blow your whistle, man. This isn't like me to sit in silence. Anyways. Come on, ref. And ref, however, you've got me and all the boys waiting here, like, what on earth are you doing? Bloody hell. Right, there we go. Finally, it's kicked off. Bloody hell, that took some time, didn't it? Shh. Wait, is it timer? Has the timer worked? Oh, yeah. I think I've stuck on the timer for too long, lads. Wait. Surely not. Surely not. Right, there we go. I was on the timer for way too long. Right, it's kicked off at the City Ground. Newcastle United. Finally, we're set up. Bloody hell. Why is this game kicked off so late? Already 30 seconds in. That's terrible, that means. Christ. However, boys, it goes back to Dubravka already. However, lads. Right, Newcastle's playing it around the back. Finally, we're going to get into the sort of... What's the word? We're going to get into the string of things. What's that word again? We're going to get into... I don't care, but we're back with the live watch along. Jesus Christ. It feels like it's been proper boring so far. I don't know why, but anyways, Fabian Schär on the ball now. Some boy. I do realise that the timer actually is right now as I'm speaking, of course, it'll come you a little bit later, but it's 1 minute and 20 seconds as of what I'm watching right now, so it will be on you a little bit late. I don't know why, but it actually is. I don't actually know why. Right. However, boys, Nottingham Forest have nicked the ball off Newcastle already, playing it down the left-hand side of Nottingham Forest, of course. And it's put out for a throw for Newcastle United, getting their Trippier son, closing them down early. That's what we like to see. Sean Longstaff on the ball now. Gives it to... Do you know what it is? Sometimes on the telly, it's so hard to figure out who it actually is. I don't know why, but it always is. Anyways, Sven Botman on the ball from the back. That's exactly what we want to see. How are Botman, son? How are? He's played it at Fabi Shaw. Get this game started off nice and early, lads. These are a very, very good team. We won the early goal in this game. The refs just kicked the ball. The refs just played Anthony Gordon through, I think. Go on, Gordon, son, outside the box. He looks absolutely electric. He's just been on studs, on crutches. Go on, Longstaff. Bruno. How are Bruno, son? Ah, he had a very good chance. He's just brung it out. Sean Longstaff on the edge of the box, though. Bloody hell. Bruno back with the ball. Back to Miley. This is lovely play from Newcastle, actually. Bruno Guimaraes to Sean Longstaff. To Fabian Shaw. How are Shaw? Smack one, son. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Ah, he doesn't want to hit it. Anyways, on the right-hand side. It's with Miggy. Is Miggy actually going to put a cross in? Yeah, of course he's not. He's going to give it to Lewis Miley. Lewis Miley gives it a Kieran Trippier. Come on, boys. Miggy, is he offside there? Poor touch from Miggy and he lets himself down and he gives it to Nicholas Dominguez. That's poor play from Newcastle there, actually. That is pretty poor play. Is that going to be a free kick for Notts Forest? They're calling for one. They haven't got the free kick, but they're breaking on the counter-attack now. Newcastle do have the numbers and they've been halted already, but they're playing back in their own half. This is, I don't know what, this live watch-along feels so bland to what it's normally like. We're normally like speaking every single second. Don't know if it's to do with the stream being a bit laggy, but I'm not a big fan of that. Like, the streams are never, ever laggy. Christ. Great game so far. Fingers crossed it is going to be a great game as well. Honestly, lads, I do apologise if it starts lagging. It's never, ever like that. Anyways, Newcastle trying to play the ball through Callum Wilson, and he's pulled down. He's still on the ground. We're going to get no free kick for it, though. We're going to get a free kick. Actually, it's pulled back for the Callum Wilson one. Bruno got fouled there as well by a Nottingham Forest player. No card shown, but it is a free kick for Newcastle United. In our own half, there's no danger whatsoever. Of course, if there was, I would say that as well. But it's been an alright little 4-minute spell for Newcastle so far, as I can see on here. But nothing too much to talk about so far, as you'd expect for 4 minutes in the middle of a game. But please score early against these. These are really, really going to take the game at Newcastle United. I saw you at the Luton game, only noticed because you turned to the side and I recognised your hair, mate. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. I say to many people, if you see us at St James's Park, come and say hello, because of course I do speak to everyone. Fabian Shaw, ball inside of the box, but it's found Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. He loves to do that little cut. He took a shot as well, but it's hit a Nottingham Forest player straight away, and it's in no danger whatsoever. He's trying to hold up the ball. He's got his Forest teammates running up with him. Nottingham Forest are breaking here. Actually, it's a fantastic ball through. What a ball. He's outpaced Fabian Shaw. Morgan Gibbs-White. Oh my God, that should be 1-0 for Nottingham Forest already. Bloody hell. That's a very good chance for Nottingham Forest and Morgan Gibbs-White there. That is a really, really good chance, actually. Nuno Tavares just plays it into the box, and it's not cut down by anyone whatsoever. Morgan Gibbs-White should score there easily. Really easily, he should. I can't believe that. Like, that's poor defending from Newcastle already. That's not what we want to see whatsoever. Kieran Trippier gives the ball to Fabian Shaw. Sven Botman now. How are Botman, son? Goals from fast breaks, the most this season. Nottingham Forest on 7. Bloody hell. That's what I said. The counter-attack. These are going to really punish us on the counter-attack if we're sort of be sloppy in this game. That's not what we want to do whatsoever. Fabian Shaw now to Sven Botman. How are? Give us something to talk about. It's been pretty bland so far, actually. Anthony Gordon. That one with the hole. You know, everything is a hole as well. I don't know why it has been so sloppy. Anyways, Dan Burn to Sven Botman. He's on the ball all the time, Botman, for his centre-back, like, isn't he? He just dictates the play from the back all the time. Looks like Dan Burns told to stay back there with of course, Kieran Trippier. Anthony Gordon, bloody hell. He's really went down holding his knee there. I think he's put that on a bit, unless they've tried to sort of target him, but it is another free kick for Newcastle. Like, Nico Williams just absolutely launched Gordon for no reason. I mean, he did put it on a bit, but it is definitely a free kick for Newcastle. Chris Wood's there in the stands, and thank God he's not playing there whatsoever. Connor says, what's up, Josh? Tuning in from Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you very much for tuning in from there. Honestly, yet again, apologies. I don't know why the live stream's been so weird, and I hope it's not been laggy all the time. We've never had this before, like, but Thank you very much for tuning in from wherever you're tuning from. I really do appreciate that. Matt Sells on the ball now. Never in my life did I think I'd be saying Matt Sells would be playing for or against Newcastle United. Hi, David. I hope you're okay, mate. Know what it is, lads? I'm going to get the chat up here so the stream runs a little bit better. I don't have to be on Safari. Right. Right, the chat should be better now. Or the stream should be a little bit less laggy now. If I turn that off, then it should be a lot better. So just bear with us, lads. It should stop really lagging. Right, okay. It might be a little bit less later, but I think if I turn this up, then the stream will be a lot less. But thank you everyone for tuning in. I really do appreciate that, especially as I'm having a little bit of difficulties with the stream at the minute as well. I'm going to have to sort my Wi-Fi out because it's not the best. And Sean Longstaff takes a crack from distance, and it's a corner for Newcastle. That come out of absolutely nowhere. Sean Longstaff takes a shot from well outside the box, and it becomes a really, really good chance for Newcastle, actually, from outside the box, out of absolutely nothing. And Matt Sells pushes it to his right-hand side, and it's a free corner for Newcastle. I'm taking that all day long. Bloody hell. Corner for Newcastle, 8 minutes in. Come on, lads. Build off this already. Come on, the boys. Kieran Trippier take, of course, as always. How are Trippier, son? It's in the box. It's going for the back post. Matt Sells pushes it out right. So what they look like they're going to do already, it looks like the Newcastle are going to sort of target putting it on Matt Sells' head already, because when he used to play for us, he was absolutely terrible at catching it in the air. Another corner for Newcastle here. Is that... Wait. Is that Miggy taking the corner? Surely not, boys. Surely that's not Miggy taking the corner. I think that... Right, okay, I think this is Miggy taking... It's definitely not Kieran Trippier. Anyways, it's about to be took. 9 minutes in, but there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on here in the box. And it's with Dan Burn and Yates. I think it's Ryan Yates or Jack Yates or whatever he's called. Anyways, the ball's going to be sent in here. I can't believe this isn't Trippier taking the free kick. Yeah, bloody hell. Right, it's in the box. Go on, Bruno, son. Yes! Get in there, Bruno. Bruno in the middle, and he scores again. What a fantastic goal. Get in there, Bruno, son. 1-0 to Newcastle United, less than 10 minutes in. Fantastic. Get in there, Bruno. What a lovely goal. I'm pretty sure, right? I don't know if it's just because of the screen that I'm on, but I'm sure that wasn't Kieran Trippier that took that corner. Was it Almiron? I think it was Miggy. He takes it. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a set-piece routine from the training ground. Kieran Trippier whips it in, and it's a lovely goal from Bruno. First time outside the foot. Volley. Bang. I think it's first time. Just bear with us. And it is as well. Absolutely love. Just typical Brazilian goal. Just absolutely smack it into the net. Get in there. Newcastle lead Nottingham Forest 1-0. 10 minutes in, boys. Come on. Fantastic. And of course, we've got to change the scoreboard now as well. We've got to change the scoreboard. I always forget to. But get in, lads. I'm absolutely buzzing with that, like. Come on, the boys. Right. What are you saying, lads? Bruno, I'm a whole 1.5 minutes ahead. And it's because I'm live streaming. I have to say it every live. It's because I'm live streaming it. Like, for some reason, it does go behind. It's just YouTube for you. I can't be, like, when I'm watching it, and then it streams for YouTube, and then by the time it gets on your phone, it's always, like, a different sort of thing, if you know what I mean. But come on, boys. Bruno. Mickey, because it was short. Fantastic. Fantastic. Miggy short corner. The first time Kieran Trippier doesn't take a corner and will score. Maybe something to take from. But we're breaking here already. Anthony Gordon. Go on, Gordon. So he gives it to Callum Wilson. Good chance here. And Newcastle players are calling for a penalty. I don't think we're going to get it. But bloody hell, Sean Longstaff came absolutely flying in there. What was going on there? 1-0 to Newcastle away from home. I'm really liking that. A lovely little goal from Bruno as well. Absolutely fantastic. Get in there, son. What a strike, exactly what a strike. I'm a Columbus Crew fan, but I'm watching the... Oh, absolutely fantastic. I love seeing that fans are watching us from... Or people are watching us from different countries. Absolutely, really, really do like that. I love that so much, mate. It makes us really proud, actually. Come on, the boys. Let's build off this, man. Let's build off it. What a strike. It was a really, really good strike, wasn't it? How are lads? That was a really, really good strike. Come in, just first time Brazilian shot, bang. Easy goal for him. Easy goal. Might be something to build off as well, you know, not having Kieran Trippier take the sort of corners, because he does for every single one, doesn't he? I mean, he's running to the left-hand corner, he's running to the right-side corner, he's taking the free kicks, he's taking the free kicks from all over the shop, if you know what I mean. So maybe it actually is worth not putting Kieran Trippier on every single set piece for productivity, and to give him a little bit of a rest as well, if you know what I mean, lads. He could have signed for Arsenal, but he said no, get in there. I'm trying to refresh the link to see if it'll actually come on properly. Sky Sports has been a bit dodgy at the minute. Like, I don't know why. I'm a little bit behind. I'm normally like a minute behind, but apparently some people are saying I'm a minute and a half behind. I don't know why that is. Anyways, we'll hoof the ball up here. That looks like it's at Bruno's hand. I don't think nothing's come to it, but we've still got the ball. Bruno's getting absolutely harassed, Jan. He's made it out with 2 players. Lewis Miley's time, though. He's done that as well. Gordon's just absolutely mugged Morgan Gibbs-White, but we've played it back. Smart moves, lads. Smart moves. That's what we like to see. Just keep it calm. However, 1-0 up away from home. Don't go eccentric. And just keep it nice and calm, lads. That's exactly what we need to do. Fabian Schär on the ball now. Plays at the right-hand side. Miggy Almiron. Back up to Sean Longstaff. Fantastic, this. He's going to look to whip it in, but he doesn't know. He cuts it back. And it's going to be a throw-in for Newcastle. Very impressed with how this has started so far, lads. I don't know about yous, but I'm very, very impressed with how this has started so far. Really impressed, actually. Come on, boys. This has been very good so far. 1-0 up away from home. It's always a very, very good sight, especially with how poor our away record has been this season. It's centre block to Callum Wilson, but I think he's calling for an offside or a foul. I don't think it is offside, actually. I think it's a foul. I didn't say what happened there whatsoever. Anyways, that definitely worked. It's showing the replay now of the goal. Kieran Trippier sends it in. Absolutely no one's marking Bruno Guimaraes, and it's a lovely goal. Bloody hell, he's in no man's land there. Matt Sells, no chance whatsoever. Get in the boys. Come on. Get in there. Bench, sell play, Odegaard, Bruno, Silva. If you're on about Bernard, different now, because they're different positions, aren't they? That's one of the things I like about YouTube live streams, where you can connect with other people across the world and chat about the sport we love, even though we call it different names. Well, straight off the bat, thank you very much for watching us, Connor. I appreciate you watching. End of story. It's football. It's not soccer now, Jordan, but it is football. But thank you very much for tuning in from America. I really do appreciate that, mate. Anyways, Botman's on the ball. He's given it a big Dan Burn, who's really going to have to prove himself in this game, isn't he, lads? I mean, so many people were calling for Tino to start, even against Luton. Honestly, the first time ever I've seen the fans say that they want a player to come on was it actually... the first time I can remember. There definitely probably has been a fair few times, but to ask for Tino, coming over, chanting Tino's name, when Dan Burn basically costed us 2 goals against Luton at home, and he's got to really prove himself why he should be starting today, because Tino never meant away. You know the quality we can expect from him. And as I'm saying that, big Dan Burn's on the ball now. He's given it to Anthony Gordon. He's going to draw a foul. No, he's not very nearly does though. It looks like Bruno, bloody hell, ref, how you've got to call a yellow for that. He's just absolutely... I think it's Ryan Yates or Jack Yates, one of the two. Just absolutely smacked Bruno in the face. We can't be having that, league. There's Nuno Espirito Santos, of course, Nottingham Forest manager. When was the last time we beat him? With his Wolves team as well. We never, ever used to beat him. Honestly, proper bogey manager. Josh, who should I get on the back of my shirt next season? It's got to be Tonali. He's going to be absolutely unbelievable next season, Tonali. I can't wait for it. I'm still, actually, for whoever said, are you still feeling a little bit okay? I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather, but I'm feeling a lot better. Anyways, Kieran Trippier with the ball now. How are Trippier, son? Let's make something of this, shall we? Let's go 2 goals up, shall we, boys? Big Dan Burn now. Anthony Gordon and Big Dan Burn's link-up's looking quite nice here, actually. He's given it back to Big Dan. Actually, no, he's given it to Lewis Miley. I thought he'd give it Big Dan Burn there. Kind of be getting them 2 mixed up, bloody hell. On the right-hand side, Fabian Schär. Kieran Trippier's dropping into a little bit of a centre-mid, right centre-mid role. I'm not against it. I can't say that. I'm not against it. Just playing about with 1/2. Come on, boys. This is what we like to see. Keep it nice and cool. Go for another one, though. That's what we like to see. Fabian Schär sends it up long. It does reach Callum Wilson, though, but the centre-back is there before him. Alexander Isak is miles ahead of Callum Wilson, like, isn't he? Just off pure playing ability. Genuinely, I can't wait till Isak comes back. Very well done. Tracked down there by Anthony Gordon. He tackles Nico Williams. I got that mixed up there, but comes to nothing. His work rate's unbelievable. Oh my god, Alanga's just absolutely skinned Dan Burn. Alanga's through on goal, and he nearly scores as well. That's why you don't play Dan Burn. This is what we've been saying. This is what we've been saying. Oh my god, man. Alanga's just absolutely skinned Dan Burn. This is the reason why we didn't want him to play. Dan Burn is literally close. Right, so I'll start this from the start. A Nottingham Forest player plays the ball through Anthony Alanga. It's come with nothing, by the way. Dubravka had to make a very good save. And Dan Burn was closer to the ball than Anthony Alanga, and Alanga rinses him. Thankfully for that reason, nothing comes of it, but still, if that had been a goal, Eddie Howe would have had some big questions to answer there. No problem, mate. How many times have you been to St James's Park? I don't know how many times I've been to St James's Park, mate. Nottingham Forest on the counter here. Very good tackle by Kieran Trippier. Newcastle have got the ball now. We're coming through. I'll answer that question in just a second, mate. Lewis Miley on the ball, but he's played it back behind him just to keep it safe, right? I don't know how many times I've been to St James's Park, but I know I'm nearly on my 100th game, and of course this is my 3rd season having a season ticket as well, which I couldn't be any prouder of. But next season, I think I'm going to have to change my season ticket because I'm in the family stand. But when you become 18, which of course I do next year, I'm probably going to have to move. Hi Josh, you okay, bro? Right, anyways, back onto the game. Dan Burn got absolutely skinned there by Anthony Alanga. If that continues to happen in the game, just if it happens again, just get Livermento on. If he can't cope with him, if he can't handle with him, because as of right now, Alanga, I wouldn't say man marking Dan Burn, because of course that's Dan Burn's job, but Alanga is staying very tight to Dan Burn. He probably knows he can absolutely skin him if he gets half the chance. This is where I'm looking at it here. And a 1 year plays, actually it's not even a 1 year, it's played from the midfield, and Alanga absolutely skins Dan Burn. It's what we all knew was going to happen, but thankfully Dubravka makes a very, very good save there. Thankfully. That was the talking point before the game, and it's happened again. Bloody hell, man. Honest to God. Thank God that didn't come to nothing, by the way. He's going to have to... Who's playing left centre mid? Is it Lewis Miley or Sean Longstaff? I can't tell at the minute, actually. It looks like Miley's playing in a pivot and Bruno's playing like Cam. It's weird how we differentiate all over the pitch, actually. Mate, we need him in the box, agreed. Is Chris Wood playing for Forest today? Good that Newcastle are 1-0 up, but it's only 80 minutes in. I mean, of course, Chris Wood isn't playing for Nottingham Forest. He's not even on the bench. I believe he is injured. Anyways, Nottingham Forest on the ball. They're looking to bring the game to us, yeah, and that's what they are doing as well. Nico Williams on the ball. Back to Niakate. They're playing a very, very high line here. This is their centre-back, just near enough, a couple of yards outside the box. Nicholas Dominguez. Very obscure name. Callum Hudson-Odoi, burst of pace. He does... Miggy Almiron, of course, he's not meant to be really marking him, but anyways, he gets past him. We are back in our numbers, may I just say. I think we've got one forward, and Anthony Alanga plays it straight out for a goal kick for Newcastle, and then Nico Williams gets absolutely sent flying over the bar. Bloody hell, they're giving a big to Sean Longstaff. They're Nottingham Forest fans as well. Anyways, goal kick for Newcastle. Absolutely nothing come of that. Very, very good. I think I'm going to need to get a ring light here, lads. It's pretty dark, isn't it? I'm going to need to get myself a ring light. But I goal kick for Newcastle. Nico Williams can't get there, but Sean Longstaff sends him flying over the bloody advertising board. Go on, Longstaff, son. Right, it's took quickly. It's given to Sven Botman straight away. No long kick from Martin Dubravka, but Sven Botman sends it very much long. He's looking for Anthony Gordon, but he can't get there ahead of Niakate. It was a very good battle, though. He actually nearly got him, and Matt Sells is under pressure. Nottingham Forest have given away for a corner straight away. Niakate tried to play it back to Matt Sells, but he couldn't get there. This is becoming a little bit of a... It wasn't Matt Sells' fault, but this is becoming a little bit of a... is it a Premier League debut for Matt Sells? I don't actually know, but it's becoming a little bit of a stinker for Matt Sells so far. Lads just absolutely terrorise him. Honestly, when he played for Newcastle, yet again, he wasn't good whatsoever. Put every cross onto his head. Target him in the box. We need big Dan Burn. We need all the big lads on him, and genuinely from a set piece we can sort of prioritise that as well. I think that's what Eddie Howe said, because Lewis Miley, of course, even though he's 17, he is a big lad, is literally marking the goalkeeper with a knee one on him. The ball's sent in, but it's straight out by Murillo. Shaw wins the header, but it's straight to Matt Sells, and it's under no contention whatsoever. Matt Sells has got the ball, but looks like Murillo's injured himself. Yeah, of course, the Nottingham Forest centre-back, I believe he's Brazilian. Number 40, is he? Aye, number 40. And looks like he's went down here with an ankle injury. I'm trying to look what happened here. Murillo jumps up for the ball, and ooh, I think he gets studded on by Lewis Miley. He just lands funny. It's don't worry, it's not like going to be a yellow card for Newcastle now. It's undeliberate. But any idea why when Tonali isn't banned anymore? I don't actually know, but I believe it's game week 3, 4, or 5 of the next Premier League season. So lucky again, Dan Burn is too slow. I'd be bringing Tino Livermento on. Agreed, but maybe just later on into the game. Who do you think is the most underrated player for Newcastle? Do you know what? From Newcastle, I'd probably say Sven Botman, and I know when he has a good game, we'll speak about him. But for a lad of his stature, just for being 23 years old or 24 years old now, and being that good, I don't think we'll actually speak about him that much for being that good at that age, if you know what I mean. But genuinely underrated, I probably would say Jacob Murphy or I don't know. Do you know what it is? I think Miggy Almiron, right? As much as he might get on my nerves for being a poor finisher, I think Miggy actually is really underrated. He maybe overhated as well. Really overhated. Nick Pope is an unbelievable goalkeeper. Nick Pope actually is the best shot stopper. There's better goalkeepers, of course, with the distribution and all that, but he's the best shot stopper I've seen in a very long... Undoubtedly, man, Newcastle United. It's a ball sent in here. And unfortunately, Miggy right, we need to prioritise these crosses on Matt Sells. Oh my god. A very poor ball sent in there by Kieran Trippier. And Miggy gets absolutely nowhere. Actually, no, it's a nice ball sent in by Kieran Trippier. Miggy gets nowhere near it. He probably should get onto that. But there's not even a touch off Miggy whatsoever. And Matt Sells can't even catch it. Honestly, send every cross in onto him. He's so poor in that goalkeeping department. Fantastic tackle by Sean Longstaff there. Bloody hell. Fantastic tackle. Is this advantage played? I mean, the Nottingham Forest fans are going absolutely mental. I don't know what just happened there. But anyways, Newcastle are on the counter-attack. Bruno gives the ball to Trippier. Send across, and that's what we like to say. It's a low one, though. It's not a high one. We need these high ones against Matt Sells. Look, we'll keep saying it, but it is what needs to happen. Anthony Elanga with the ball. He tries to play it out wide, and he does play it out wide. But a Nottingham Forest player has went down, and it looks like it's going to be... the game's going to be stopped at 23 minutes in, or 23 minutes and 45 seconds in. A 1-year on Fabian Shaw. Looks like Fabian Shaw got the sort of worst of the two in that challenge there, but somehow it's a Nottingham Forest free kick? I don't actually... It looks like a 1-year's just stood at Fabian Shaw for some reason. A 1-year's went down. Fabian Shaw's foaming at him, by the way. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know if it's going to be like a drop ball or something. Honestly, I do not know. Waiting for the camera to pan to like a different angle or something. Fabian Shaw's still arguing with him as well. Right now, for some reason, it's pulled back to it. Was that a goal kick? I don't actually know. Niakate tries to play it short, and Nico Williams and Anthony Gordon gets there first and uses his body. Let it go out for a corner. Mate, what the timestamp? Wait, what? The timestamp? What do you mean timestamp, mate? Do you mean like the time? I'm thinking to buy the full Newcastle training kit. I'm really not a big fan of the training kits, in my opinion. I don't know why. Nottingham Forest do have a goal kick, yeah. I honestly... What do you mean? The timer, it's 24 minutes and 26 seconds on the stream, but yeah, it's 25 minutes, and it is a little bit ahead on the Sky Sports stream that I am watching. Anyways, Nottingham Forest do have a throw in here. And it's going to be, wow, very long throw actually, but it goes straight to Fabian Shaw. Very nicely done there. And it's given straight out by Lewis Miley. Unfortunately, Nottingham Forest take the throw in yet again. Fabian Shaw's in contention yet again. Out by Lewis Miley. Straight to Callum Wilson. Lovely little chip ball there. Very well done. And Bruno's just flicked it over Dominguez's head. Lovely that, Bruno. And he's flicked it over Tavares' head. And Newcastle are in on the left-hand side, yeah. Miggy's had to cut it back, and now we're not in. And he gives a poor pass to Sean Longstaff. Nottingham Forest do have the ball now. That was lovely by Bruno, that. Flicked it over two players' head and give him a chance. But unfortunately, it came enough. And Morgan Gibbs-White sent the ball through, and Anthony Elanga scores for Nottingham Forest. Dan Burns being rinsed again. No, man, this is what was said before the game. This was the massive talking point before the game. Tino Livramento simply has to stop, because Dan Burns, look, yet again, we'll love him. He's a Geordie. He puts his heart and soul into the badge, and we'll love him ever more for that. And we can't appreciate that more, because that's all we want as Newcastle fans. But was said before the game 10 times. He was going to get rinsed off Anthony Elanga. It's happened once this game, and it's happened yet again. Dan Burn was closer to the ball than Anthony Elanga, and he's went and scored. Nah, that's a joke. That Anthony Elanga's just put it through Martin Dubravka's legs. It's no fault of Martin Dubravka. Dan Burn, man, was said before the game. This is why Tino Livramento starts. Typical. Nah, that's... That's so annoying, that, man. That seriously is annoying, that, lads. when you concede a goal that we've literally been, that's been the whole talking point of the whole, before the game, what to not do. To not start Dan Burn against Anthony Elanga. Dan Burn starts against Anthony Elanga, and we'll concede a goal for it. I mean, how man? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just cost for a goal. What's going on, yeah? We said before the game, Tino Livramento is 10 times the player that Dan Burn is, and he is as well. We don't have to say how many times we love Dan Burn. Look, oh my God, we say it every single time. I don't know why people take it out of context. We love Dan Burn. Get it, last ever time I'll say it. He's a Geordie. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He puts so much passion in for Newcastle, and he works his socks off. He does, and we'll love that because we're Geordies and we just love the passion. But Tino Livramento, football, you start your best players. And now we're drawn and we've lost a goal start because Dan Burn's got absolutely stingy again. Just before I do stay stuff, are you allowed to swear in chat or not? I wouldn't like tell you to swear in the chat, but look, just don't overly do it if you know what I mean. But honest to God, lads. 1-1 here, 28 minutes in with Newcastle United and Nottingham Forest. That is so annoying. I can't describe how annoying that is, by the way. How many times did we say before the game? That's the exact only... Look, Nottingham Forest are a very good team. I don't want to discredit them. But one of the only ways where Nottingham Forest could properly punish us is where Anthony Elanga absolutely rapid takes on Dan Burn. He's done it once. Thankfully, Martin Dubravka made a very good save. And he gets skinned yet again. It's just one ball through and Dan Burn gets skinned yet again. Honest to God, man. Eddie Howe's loyalty to Dan Burn. I've seen many people say it's going to cost him his job. In my opinion, I wouldn't dare go that far. Eddie Howe's not going to get sacked if we lose this game. That's complete and utter ludicrousy. That is unbelievably a terrible shout. Of course he's not going to get sacked after losing 5 games in a row, you know what I mean? But Dan Burn shouldn't be starting now, simple as. I mean, especially after that, it's Livramento's got to come on in this game now, and he's simply got to start. If that happens again, I cannot defend this to start Dan Burn anymore. Anyways, Newcastle are playing a little bit better. Bruno has got a very good chance to play Gordon through here. He does play the ball through, and Gordon sort of backs out with the challenge there, but it is a throw-in for Newcastle United. We've got the lads up the pitch. This is a little bit better from Newcastle. Honestly, that Forest goal was a half chance as well. That's what's annoying. It wasn't like they've been the better team or anything. It was genuinely just one ball through, and he guns and puts it through Dubravka's legs. You know what I mean, lads? Honestly, it's really annoying that actually. Dan Burn plays the ball through to Bruno Guimaraes. I think that hits off Bruno's hand, but the Nottingham Forest player smashes it out, and it's a throw-in for Newcastle United yet again. I believe that was actually a handball from Bruno there, but it is a handball from Bruno. It's going to be a free kick for Nottingham Forest, honestly. Right, I'll read some of the chats, lads. Dan Burn is just too slow and he can't tackle Anthony Elanga. He's too fast. Well, honestly, there's 2 times in the game. All that's... I can see the fans behind the goal, like, chucking the hands up, getting frustrated as well. Honestly. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but... And I don't want to be like negative, but Tino Livramento has to be playing now. Simple as. And yet again, as I'm saying it, Dan Burns won the... Oh my God, it nearly happened again. Anthony Elanga nearly got the better of Dan Burn yet again. Eddie's probably kicking himself now, starting Burn, even though 90% of the fan base know we should be starting Tino. You're 100% correct. Nottingham Forest have a very good chance here, and Trippier thankfully kicks it out for Nottingham Forest, and somehow it's going to be a free kick thrown for Newcastle. I don't believe it should have been, though. Personally, I think at half time they should sub Dan Burn for Livramento. Agreed. Elanga is top 5. He's very, very fast. I can't believe we've been mugged with the counter. The stats are plain to see. Bring on Tino and Barnes. We need the pace and defence. Very well said, Holly. I know you were a fan of Tino Livramento starting in this game as well. I know you were saying that before. I'm from Sweden, and I personally feel that Elanga is top 3 in Sweden. Do you agree? I mean, of course, you know who is the top in Sweden. It's our boy, Alexander Isak. But anyways, back onto the game, and Dan Burn plays the ball back to Martin Dubravka. Bloody hell, it's a very ropey ball played back from Dan Burn there. Botman has to pick it up, and Botman, bloody hell, nearly loses the ball. What on earth is going on? Yeah, we're being very clumsy at the back now. This has went from top to bottom, but I believe it is going to be a goal kick for Newcastle. So it's not come of much, but this we went from playing really, really well to... I don't want to say falling apart, but not playing the best whatsoever, and it's a goal kick for Newcastle. Botman, it's played short to Botman yet again. That's happened a few times this game so far. Sven Botman, lovely little shimmy from Lewis Miley there. It's a half turn, and he's running with the ball. Bloody hell, go on, Miley, son. Lovely ball through to Sean Longstaff. Fantastic, Miley. Get in there, son. Longstaff, very big touch by him. Gives it to Mickey Armon. He's basically got no options whatsoever. He's given it to Trippier. Trippier's had a poor ball at Longstaff. No, it's not. Longstaff has to play a back heel low, and it's a very poor ball by Sean Longstaff. Nuno Tavares breaks here from Nottingham Forest. They are on the counter-attack yet again. How many times are we going to say this? Anthony Elanga can't get there. Otherwise, as we've seen in this game, that would have been dangerous for Newcastle United. But it is a throw for Newcastle. I think what we need to do in this game, 32 minutes in, a little bit of a analysis, whatever, a little bit of overrun of the game so far. What we need to do is keep calm, but we need to keep that tempo against these as well, because defensively they're not the best, especially with Matt Sells in goal, a former Magpie. Put every cross in on them, try every chance against them, you know what I mean? And look, with our attack, with Gordon there, with Callum Wilson there, he's a fantastic finisher. We can get something, but Nottingham Forest, the danger is giving them a half chance. Not because they're clinical finishers, because they're so good on the counter-attack, and because Anthony Elanga, for many reasons, can absolutely skin Dan Burn. When is Pope back? I think so. I seen someone today saying that Nick Pope is far ahead of schedule, so that's very, very good. How old is Dan Burn anyway? I don't actually know how old Dan Burn is. I'm pretty sure he's 29. If not, he's in his 30s. I actually don't know that. That's a good question. Tino comes on for Burn at half-time. The next presser, Eddie will claim it's true. He probably will, mate. As much as I give credit to Dan Burn, says Joe Turner, for all he's done for the club, even I can realise that his time has come. Time to bring someone in who has proven it on the biggest stages in the Champions League. Tino won. Tino Livramento, of course, he hasn't done it in the biggest stages of the Champions League, but he's definitely the ultimate, would I even say, Dan Burn replacement? I mean, Dan Burn, he is better than Dan Burn in every aspect, apart from aerial, of course, aerial duels. But I'm looking at Nottingham Forest team now. They have got a throw in right now, and Nyakate is going to take a long throw. They don't have one big player there. Do you know what I mean? There's no aerial threat from Nottingham Forest whatsoever. So, look, that's the end of it. We'll come to the talking point about Anthony Elanga and Dan Burn, but for now we'll not speak about it too much. Newcastle still got to defend this. It's another long throw by Nottingham Forest. It's just next to the corner flag. They're going to take it yet again. We've got one numbers back. Callum Wilson's inside the box. Nyakate takes the throw in. Very long throw in. Bloody hell. And it's out straight away by Newcastle. It's a volley took by Nicholas Dominguez, but it's got nowhere, and it's played back to Nuno Tavares, who's played it back to Matt Sells. Right, lads, press him. He's very, very wary. Honestly, I've said it like 10 times, but with Matt Sells, just shoot everywhere. Shoot everywhere. Dan Burn was under pressure there. He's had to kick it off Nico Williams. That actually might be his big name. I don't know why I'm saying his name like I'm his mother there, but Newcastle do have a throw in here. Dan Burn to take. Eddie Howe's got the camera on him. And Murillo is down here for Nottingham Forest, of course, their centre-back, who actually is a pretty good centre-back. He's down here yet again, so I think he actually, there's no indication, but I think he could be coming off here. He did go off earlier as well. Look, hope he's not injured too bad for his own health, but a big boost for Newcastle if he does come off, because I think he is actually a pretty decent centre-back as well. He's 31, alright. I loved your video about you getting a signed top by Tonali. Thank you very much, mate. Lads, I need, while there's a little bit of a pause here from the game because Murillo looks like he's coming off, I need some suggestions for the in-real-life content, because as I can see by my content, you absolutely love the in-real-life stuff, like the training grounds, the match day vlogs. I need suggestions for that, because of course going to the training ground like every single day wouldn't be good content, you know what I mean? I need I need ideas for in-real-life stuff, because when you think about it, there's not much to do apart from match day vlogs or training ground, and of course I don't want to overuse the training ground. So if you've got any suggestions for making videos in real life, definitely drop them in the comments. I really appreciate that. It's Miggy's birthday. Aye, it is, aye. I think Eddie Howe might not start Tino as he likes a tall back line. He does block. Tino Livramento's the better player. Simple as it. That's the end of that. Trotty says, Eddie at fault for this, mate. However, man, anyone could say that Alanga's done a job at St James's Park and done it again. Howe's far too loyal. That'll be his downfall. Apart from the downfall bit, which I can partially agree with, all of that, Trotty, Tavola, spot on, mate. Tino should be starting. We said before the game it was the big talking point. Eddie Howe ignored that for some random reason, and it's cost her. Simple as it's a... Look, I love Eddie Howe, but it's a schoolboy error. It actually is a schoolboy error. I know Eddie Howe myself, but even I wouldn't have started Dan Burn, you know what I mean? honestly, his loyalty is a little bit annoying at sometimes. You're back, great to have you back, George. Exploiting Dan Burn yet again and again. It is a cheap goal. Yep, very cheap goal. Go to away day, but like for away. Go to away day, but like for, I don't know what you're saying there, mate, but if you're asking if I go away games, are the only away games, the game's just been kicked off. Yeah, by the way, it's been sent far by Anthony Gordon there. I thought it was going to be a big throw on, but Nottingham Forest do have it in the defence. I'll read these questions while it's nothing happened there whatsoever. Honestly, I can never get away tickets now. The only away games I've done this season is Man City away, Rangers away, and AC Milan away. So hard to get tickets, man, seriously. You can make a podcast or something like that. Not for me personally, mate. I'm not one of them that does them podcasts. Honestly, it's podcasts now are just full with people who like say outrageous stuff like that obviously isn't true for clicks and views. For me personally, I'm just here to talk about Newcastle because I absolutely love it. I love speaking about Newcastle. I love watching the games, and I do it because I enjoy it, not because of money, not because of clicks, not because of fame, if you know what I mean. If I get famous and it becomes my full-time job from doing this, then you'll know I'm like the most down-to-earth person ever from doing it, if you know what I mean. I'd absolutely love that as well. Cheers, Walker, we all know that, man. Of course I do, mate. Right, back onto the game now, and since I've been speaking, it's been minimal enjoyment. Like, I've been watching it, there's been nothing to speak about whatsoever. Nottingham Forest have a free kick here, no danger whatsoever, nowhere near a corner, but it looks like Morgan Gibbs White is going to try and whip it in. There isn't a single body from both teams in the box, though. It is pretty far out. But Morgan Gibbs White from anywhere is very, very dangerous. Of course, we were actually linked to Morgan Gibbs White as well. I don't know if you would still take him, but of course, he can play a number 10. Don't really play with a number 10. He can play left wing, can play centre forward, striker, I think he can. It's obviously not his main position, but he can play right wing as well. Versatile, English. It's something what Eddie Howe really likes. His short corner, or his short free kick nearly goes to nothing straight away. Anthony Elanga plays through Nico Williams and it's a ball straight across the box, and it's blocked out by Callum Wilson, and Sven Botman just gets rid straight away. Very well done. Nottingham Forest do have the throw in here though, but it's very far away and it's nothing to worry about from Newcastle so far. Man City away in the home, and that's right. General football content, right? Seriously, lads, I actually do need content suggestions for in real life. I want to keep it on the context of Newcastle. Like, I don't want it to be me, if you know what I mean. I want it to be like Newcastle United. It's hard to do it, isn't it? I think I'm going to do one when the Stack fan zone gets sort of when the Stack fan zone gets properly done, if you know what I mean. But that's the only in real life thing I can think of. But if you ever have anything, give us a message on Instagram or just in the live chat now. If you're doing it, it's a long throw in yet again from Nottingham Forest. But thankfully, we've broke out of it and we've got a free kick here on just about the edge of the box. And Morgan Gibbs White, he needs to calm down him. Like, he's absolutely screaming in the referee's face. Free kick for Newcastle here, just about on the edge of our own box. So it's too quickly. It's given it to Fabian Shaw, who plays it back to Sven Botman. Come on, we need this long ball, Botman, son. As always, we need that terrifying long diagonal ball from you. He's unbelievable from the back, Botman. Like, honestly, once he cements the Botman, right, you know how much I credit him. Once he cements out the rare clumsiness in his game, because he always has that clumsy own goal or the ball bobbles about underneath his feet. Once he gets rid of that, he'll be one of Europe's elites. Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side now. Ball across the box. Ooh, it's not met by anyone. That is a fantastic ball by Anthony Gordon. Nico Williams, he's going to look for the foul here, isn't he? I bet he is. I bet he's going to look for the foul here. He doesn't actually. He crosses it out, but he plays it straight at Newcastle player. Lewis Miley. Dan Burn. Dan Burn gives it straight to Bruno on the left-hand side. Let's create something here, lads. Bruno's just played it back to Sven Botman. Right, okay. Not exactly going for goal, but I mean, it's better to give it back where we know we're going to be very safe, isn't it? Rather than just putting it out anywhere. Anyways, Sven Botman on the ball now. However, Botman, son. Another one of them long diag balls. He doesn't do it though. He gives it to Dan Burn, who I can only imagine plays it short, and he does that as well. He's given it to Anthony Gordon though. He's the man that can make something happen. He's done Nico Williams. He's tried to give it to Callum Wilson, but both defenders have absolutely latched onto him. There's a loose ball there. And Bruno Guimaraes versus Nicolas Dominguez. Surely not. Bruno's been brought down there. Anyways, Callum Hudson-Odoi with his pace has absolutely burst on the Newcastle team. He's played it through. It's Anthony Elanga versus Dan Burn. And it's not going to matter on pace because it's far out. It's in the box and it's headed away by Fabian Shaw. Very well done by Fabian Shaw there. Whew, bloody hell. Nottingham Forest have absolutely bags of pace. Like, Jesus Christ. They really, really do have a lot of pace on them. Callum Hudson-Odoi is absolutely rapid. Same with Anthony Elanga as well. Played a pretty poor ball actually, but Elanga in the box wasn't a bad ball. And it's given a show, thankfully. Heads it away. Genuine hard lad, no clickbait. Of course, Alan, you know me, I'm not. Do you know what it is? I see some football people which is like, they go to a match and it's like, I can't believe this happened, and they get like food for like £5 or something like that. It's like, it's an absolute disgrace, the food's worth this much. Just shut up, man, and enjoy the game, and show people that they should enjoy the game, you know what I mean? But thank you very much. Thank you very much for them kind words, mate. Anyways, it was a corner for Nottingham Forest. The Bravcast picked it up straight away and we've played it out. Come on, lads, this looks very promising. Fabian Shaw gives it to Kieran Trippier. Sorry if I sound a bit iffy, lads. My nose is still blocked. I'm still under the weather. Sean Longstaff with the ball. Plays back. He's looking for a free kick. Actually, no, it's Fabian Shaw looking for a free kick who's been pulled down there. We are going to get the free kick as well. Nottingham Forest have really been... Is that Ben Brereton Diaz? Of Sheffield United and ex-Valencia man as well. I think he did play for Nottingham Forest. I don't know why he's there, but apparently he is. Bloody hell. Anyways, it's going to be a free kick for Newcastle here, by the way. Kieran Trippier take. How about Trippier, son? Trippier sends it long. Go on, Botman. Shaw! Yes! What a goal! No, you are joking me. You are joking. Fabian Shaw puts Newcastle 2-1 up. 43 minutes in, right? I'm not having this. Against Aston Villa, Fabian Shaw scored a brace and I brung that match-worn boot out. Someone just said before, talk good about Fabian Shaw. The only ever time apart from that, I've brung it out at the start of the stream and he's went and scored again. What on earth is this for a lucky charm? Get in there. Fabian Shaw puts Newcastle 2-1 up. It's popped about in the box. Kieran Trippier sends it in. I think it's Botman from the initial header. Oh, no, it bounces off Shaw, actually. Botman with the header. Fabian Shaw, first time, slaps it into the back of the net. Get in there, Shaw, son. Come on. Newcastle 2-1 up. Let's change the score straight away. Come on. Get in there, lads. Fabian Shaw, honestly, that is an unbelievable luck charm that, you know. Whoever said to get them boots out, and I told yous to clip it as well. I told yous to clip it when I kissed this boot. Yous better go and clip that, by the way. I knew it. Whoever said that, you're an absolute lucky charm. I've just made a really big noise there. Bloody hell. Ow. Anyways, I can't believe the chances of that, man. Bloody hell. That's unbelievable, that, man. That happened again. The 2 times I've pulled out the Fabian Shaw match-worn boots. He's went and scored. Do you know what it is? The next away game, I'm not going to do it to not run out the luck, if you know what I mean. Lads, I can't believe that, by the way. Everyone needs a Fabian Shaw. Come on, boys. No, it wasn't outside the box. It wasn't. Get in there, boys. I can't believe that, by the way. If you better go and clip that, you know. Honestly, I kissed the boot and said he's going to score after someone said it as well. Unbelievable. We have scored the most goals in the league. Have we? I'm not sure that's true, mate. We've become set-piece merchants. That's true. We've actually scored off 2 set pieces today. Not direct set pieces, but bloody hell. Set pieces are working for once and they never ever do either. I'm buzzing with that, by the way. Anyways, Murillo plays it out to the left-hand side. There's going to be 5 minutes of additional time here. Right, so I'm going to pause the timer. As you know, by the way, lads, I'm just going to say it, the 47 people that are here now, with this timer, for some reason, I can't find a timer that does, like, 90 minutes. For some annoying reason, it goes to, like, 1 hour. And Nottingham Forest are looking for a penalty here. This isn't good. And the referee's blowed it away straight away. He said it's no penalty. Bloody hell, I was a bit scared there. But for some reason, this timer doesn't go, like, 90 minutes. It goes to 1 hour and 30 minutes, if you know what I mean. So, it's a little bit unaesthetically pleasing. We're just going to have to deal with it, though, unfortunately, lads. Anyways, Nottingham Forest have brung it on since the goal straight away, like they did with the first goal as well. Get in there. I said it was going to be 2-1 to Newcastle, to be fair. I don't know what your score prediction was, lad. Josh, it was your score prediction. Or Josh, it was you. Lads, go back and... if you can find the comment, if one of the moderators can find the comment, pin that comment, what he said. Bloody hell. We've become... you just said that, aye. Set pieces with Tonali would... Ooh, Tonali set pieces would be unbelievable. There's been the most... I thought that was the statistic, I didn't believe that, to be fair. Like, but I get in there, Newcastle, 2-1 up away from home, and we've got the ball straight away. Nottingham Forest are still looking very menacing after the score, as they were for the first one yet again. That's an unbelievable sort of turn of events from Newcastle, that isn't it? I mean, you beat Villa away, you drop points at Luton at home, all due respect to them, because I love them as a club now. The fans were welcoming, they're writing a good story. We dropped 2 points to them at home. I mean, on paper, I would have loved to beat them, and we probably should have beat them. And now winning 2-1 at the City ground. I mean, it's not over and done with. I don't want to be the bad luck charm yet again. But 2-1 up away from home. We can't be unhappy, can we, lads? Absolutely fantastic. Come on, the boys. And we've got a hold of the ball here. However, lads, show us something. Show us something. It's just about half time as well. 43 minutes in on my clock. One to two more goals and we've secured a win. 100% agree, mate. 100% agree. However, man, boys. Let's go for another one. Whew. Fabian Shaw, man, some boy. Anyways, the ball's played out on the left-hand side here. Murillo stayed on, by the way. He's went down twice with his sort of ankle injury, but it looks like he's playing on. Sean Longstaff, lovely little ball at Lewis Smiley, which that half turn that he did before, that was unbelievable from Lewis Smiley. I'm still really happy with that. It's given to Dan Burn and he smacked it away straight to a Nottingham Forest player, but it's ricocheted everywhere. Sean Longstaff's on the ball now. Lovely ball through to Bruno Guimaraes. He does two players. However, Bruno's son, give us something. It's a lovely ball to Callum Wilson. It's on his weaker side though. Can he turn? He can't. He tries to shoot with his right foot, and it's going to be a throw-in for Newcastle. It's going to be a throw-in, a very, very close there to being a Nottingham Forest, or just a captain from the Nottingham Forest player, but it is a throw-in for Newcastle United. Unfortunately, Nottingham Forest have Niakate. We don't have anyone that's got that massive sort of long throw, but however, lads, Dan Burn's going to take this. Actually, I'm pretty sure Dan Burn has a long throw, doesn't he? I'm sure he does. Maybe because he's 10 foot odd, but apart from that, I'm sure he actually does have a canny big throw. Dan Burn now gives it to Bruno. Back to Anthony Gordon. He swapped it wide. What a ball. Kieran Trippier. Keep that under control. He's done so. He's given it to Fabian Shaw behind him, who's breaking through. He's done three players. Just give it off. He's done another one. Fabian Shaw's limping. Yeah, that's not what we like to see. That's not what we like to see. He's given it straight back and he's rolling around on the floor. Bloody hell. No, that's not a good sign. Lewis Smiley with another half turn. Gives it behind him though for Dan Burn. Is he just going to play it out? No, he's not. Shaw's back on his feet though, lads. Lewis Smiley on the ball. Fingers crossed he's okay, man. That's not what I want to see whatsoever. Right, he's jogging back. I don't think there's anything too much to worry there, by the way. But anyways, there's 1 minute left. And there's a ball played through here for 1 year. Sven Botman absolutely shrugs him out the way. That's what we like to see from our centre-back. Brilliant strength used there by Sven Botman. The physicality there was absolutely unmatched. Get in there, Botman, son. That's exactly what we like to see. Get in there. I'm trying to see what happened with Shaw here. It is a challenge from Ryan Yates. I think it's Ryan Yates. It might be Jack Yates. I don't actually know. But Yates, Nottingham Forest captain, puts a little stud in on Fabian Shaw. Bloody hell, that does look like a bad challenge. The referee didn't even stop. Never mind a yellow card. Bloody hell. Here's the fourth worst. Thoughts on Gordon this half, Josh? He's been alright, Gordon, hasn't he? Anyways, Nottingham Forest have the ball here. Number 21, Anthony Alanga. Botman gives it away. Or he clears it away, shall I say. Bruno's on the ball now. Bruno's getting absolutely dragged all over the shop here. Dan Burn gives it away. And Almiron tries to touch it down, but he can't. Niakate on the ball. 5 seconds left here of added time. Nottingham Forest on the ball. It's played forward. This doesn't look good, you know. This actually doesn't look good, lads. Wait. Surely not. Surely not, wait. Oh my god. They've went and scored. Callum Hudson-Odoi, another pacey winger, man. Look, to be fair, this time we're right, so half time it ends Nottingham. Oh my god, man. Sorry for the lack of coverage there, but it's another Nottingham Forest winger who has the goal. Bloody hell, man. Nottingham Forest 2, Newcastle 2 at half time. There was genuinely not even seconds left of that half. Bloody hell, man. Oh my god. There wasn't even seconds left of that half, and they've went and scored as well. Callum Hudson-Odoi with the goal to make it 2-2. The defence was brilliant at one point in this game. The defence actually was really, really settled in. It's half-time now, lads. It's half-time. What do we think of that half then? If we were 1 goal up in that half, that would have been very good for Newcastle. But what do we think of this half now? Not ahead at the break, unfortunately. If there's one thing for me, Dan Burn has to come off. Not blaming him for the whole half, of course, but you can't have Anthony Elanga against Dan Burn. It cost one, it nearly cost one twice. Oh my god, man. That's so annoying, by the way. That genuinely is so annoying. Seconds left of that half and we're not ahead, right? What are you saying, lads? Did anyone see Adam Pearson in the crowd in the last goal? It deflected off Lewis Miley, yeah, I seen. Tino has to come on, he does, doesn't he, lads? It is a pretty decent game, but hey-ho, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, we're just not ahead. Hey. What's going on here, man? What is going on? I'll tell you what, I'm speaking theoretically here, of course, but I would probably take a point at the City ground. Of course, we need to go for all 3 points, and it is there for the taking as well. But bloody hell, how well, lads. That first goal to concede was so annoying, man. How sloppy was that? Right. You just let me know, out of 10, what your... Right, that half for me, out of 10, I'm going to say 6. You just let me know... Actually, I'm going to say 7 because we scored 2 goals, but still very... Actually, not 6.5. Rate that first half out of 10, lads. I'm going to quickly dash to the toilet considering I have had like 3 bottles of water. So I'll be 2 seconds, lads. 2 secs. You rate the half out of 10 in the chat. Right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what you're saying in the chat. I'll quickly load it up on my Mac. I've been looking down at my phone, hence why you might have seen us look down there. But I'm going to get it up on my laptop so it is just a little bit better. You know what I mean? My screen's head level, shall we say. And by the way, lads, I didn't say this, but like the live if you haven't already. We need to get them likes up. Of course, for the live and the channel in general. Get them likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe if you're new around here for all Newcastle United content. Right. Let's take a look. 41 likes so far, by the way. Thank you very much, lads. I do appreciate that. Let's take a look. 6.5 out of 10 for the half, says Ryan Davies. Joe Turner's rated a 5.5 out of 10. A 5 from DFLM Blue. Callum Elliott says 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Jazz. Embarrassing from Tonali. Just no rating, just straight up embarrassing. 3.5 out of 10 from Molly. But what do you mean, Eddie? Oh, I thought you were talking to me there, bloody hell. Tino on the overlap, 7 out of 10. I can see why you say that. I mean, look, the sort of... Bloody hell, my head's been proper weird today. The sort of defending today hasn't been the best. Of course, you concede 2 goals in one half. It's not going to be the best whatsoever. But look, we've scored 2 goals in the other half. Shouldn't have conceded one. 100% Dan Burn shouldn't have conceded that goal. It was the big talking point before the game. Dan Burn shouldn't be playing against Anthony Elanga. Eddie Howe ignored that. Eddie Howe played. One second, I need to turn this brightness down. Bloody hell. Right, that's a little bit better. Eddie Howe ignored that, and oh bloody hell. And Eddie Howe has unfortunately paid the price for that as well, for some sort of reason. He's paid the price, and Elanga has went and scored and did make a 1-1 with Nottingham Forest, of course. 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. Bloody hell. You put Kraft on for Tino. I'm sorry, but how can we go from getting 4th last season to taking a point away from Forest? I see where you're coming from, mate, but just it goes back to that old saying, doesn't it? Injuries, games we've played, you know, all that sort of stuff. I mean, we genuinely have got... Do you reckon we've got a worse squad now available? Of course, available, of not including injured players, than we did last season. Of course, we've got a better Anthony Gordon. We've got Harvey Barnes. We've got Lewis Miley playing much better. I don't actually know. But a point at the City ground. We did win there last season in fantastic style. But I don't know. Would I take a point from this game if I could now? Nah, I'd chance it. We can go out and win this game 110%. Tino on, Burn off. Fingers crossed. Tino Burn just doesn't know what he's doing against Alanga. Yep. How many players did we have fit this season compared to this? I don't know off the top of my head, mate. But, of course, we did have a lot more available players last season to this now. Your score prediction says Ryan Davies is 3-3 or 4-3 in Newcastle. Fingers crossed. I don't know why I'm burping so much. It must have been all that water I've drunk. 5-3 in Newcastle says Callum Elliott. Tino 1 for Burn. 100. That's what everyone's saying, really, isn't it? Gordon at left back. I'd probably take anyone at left back at the minute. I'm trying to look at any other messages apart from Tino 1 for Dan Burn, but that's all I'm saying. So, of course, it is really high prioritised, if you know what I mean. Everyone wants to see Dan Burn come off for Tino Livramento. Barnes on and Tino 1. I'd love to see Harvey Barnes come on. He's absolutely fantastic, isn't he? We haven't even got Hall as an option if Eddie doesn't want to play Tino. Or we have even got... Yes, true. Can you show us Shaw's boots again? Nah, I don't want to ruin the look. Lads. I seriously don't want to bring them out and ruin the look. Barnes has to come on and get the winner. Fingers crossed he does. 4-2 in Newcastle. I hope, mate. I hope, but... I am really annoyed with that Alanga goal, by the way. And he had a chance earlier in the game exactly like that as well. Josh, thoughts on Miggy? Don't think he's done too much in the game, actually, to be fair. But, of course, he hasn't been bad, has he? There's no real criticism of Miggy for me so far. But, bloody hell, I'm watching that Alanga goal back. Fuck. I nearly swore there. Sorry, but for God's sake, man. Bloody hell. You think Miggy's been poor? Now it is personally... If Miggy's been poor, I'm probably the first person to point it out and say he has been poor because he hasn't been performing the best recently, but I don't think he's been bad today. You know what I mean? I don't think he's actually been that bad. You can't downplay Miggy on his 30th birthday. True. I'm sick of seeing all 6'7" of Dan Burn play football. Harvey Barnes, the equalizer. It's Harvey Barnes, it's an equalizer. Hope they don't bring Rayner on from loan Dortmund. I don't think he's actually that good. That Gio Reyna. I think he's got a big name to live up to, but I don't think he's genuinely like top of the top that good, if you know what I mean. What did you think about Bruno's goal? I think it was just a typical Bruno goal, do you know what I mean? No proper quality added into it, no proper technique, just smack it into the goal. You know what I mean? He had one too many pints before the game. Who's that, Dan Burn? Harvey Barnes winner 3-2. Can a few people are wanting Harvey Barnes to come on in? I can't say I disagree either. He's an absolutely fantastic player, Harvey Barnes, isn't he? Like, seriously, he actually is an unbelievable player, Harvey Barnes. I really, really do like him. Once you've seen him against Luton, I mean, that goal he scored on his weak foot as well. He just passed it into the net. Some boy, man. Honestly, some boy. Well, he will be playing with Forest players rather than German Giants. True, but still, I mean, he would be starting if he was that good, you know what I mean, mate? I think Morgan Gibbs-White is the better number 10 for them than Gio Reyna. But I like the like since it's half time. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, boys. Especially we definitely need to get them likes up 100%. It was good to see Bruno score. It was good to see Bruno score. And I think someone said before the game Bruno will score, and of course you can say that there. What did you think about Trippier? I didn't think Trippier was that bad, lads. I didn't actually think he was that bad whatsoever. His set piece was good. Set piece delivery was very, very good. Eddie Howe's decision making on subs and who he starts is starting to become shocking. He's look, I hate not being positive about Eddie Howe, but recently his loyalty and his team picking hasn't been the best. And of course, I'm only a fan. I don't want to say I could do better than Eddie Howe because of course I could, and that's absolutely daft. But in a game like this where we all said Tino Livramento should be starting ahead of Dan Burn, he starts Dan Burn, and Dan Burn goes and concedes a goal. you kind of rate it, you know what I mean? You honestly kind of rate it. Hello, Josh, mate. Sorry you haven't been in. Don't worry about that, own bro. It's good to see you here, mate. I can't lie. I like the basic logo of Nottingham Forest. I do like it as well. I hope we get Morgan Gibbs-White in the summer. I think he's a very good player myself. He's very versatile. He's good at set pieces. Young. I believe he is young, isn't he? I think he's young. And of course, he is a good player, isn't he? He's very versatile. Left wing, right wing, number 10, striker if we need him. Overall, he's a good player. He is a very good player. Don't think he will bring Barnes on yet. Not just yet. I don't believe for a full half he won't be. But you never know. I think he actually will bring him on later on. 50 likes. Thank you very much for the 50 likes, boys. Let's keep getting that up, though. Let's keep getting that up. Right before we took the free kick, I said to my parents, a defender will score here. Jason Tindleton. As much as I like Dan Burn, I don't think he should be starting anymore. I can fully agree with you there, Eclipse mate. Fully agree. There's just no way we should be tied with Forest. We are too good of a team to have this bad of a defence. I can partially agree with you. Morgan Gibbs, he's 25. Callum, what's your obsession with these capital letters? Bloody hell. You need to calm down with them, you know. Jesus. Dan Burns doing terrible. He is doing terrible. He's like 22. He's 25. Mixed opinions, yeah. Who do you think will leave in the summer? Who do I think will leave in the summer? Honestly, I don't want to say because with like players leaving, I'm not actually the best of stuff like that. I think a few of the... I know that's harsh, but Deadwood will leave in the summer. I think Richie will go. I think Emil Kraft will stay. I think we'll trigger that 1 year extension in his contract. Deadwood. Who else is Deadwood? Paul Dummett, maybe. I know we're sort of... Ipswich did want to buy Paul Dummett, and we've took that away from them. We didn't want to sell them. So, bloody hell. I think Paul Dummett will stay for that reason. I'm trying to think of Deadwood. I can't think of anyone else who's actually labelled like as Deadwood. Anyways, how did he play in the under-21 tournament with Gordon? That's what I was thinking of. That's why I said he was 23. Tino, mate, you should have seen... Thank you, mate. Josh, who do you want to come on in the second half? I would love to see Harvey Barnes come on, of course. We know his capabilities as a football player. He's absolutely fantastic. Tino Livramento, I'd love to see him come on. Dan Burton isn't having the best games whatsoever. As we knew I'm sick of saying it now because it was so obvious to see before the game. But we're too tired. We are very, very tired. Now we can say Eddie Howe has favourites. I can partially agree with that, Owen. I can. Richie staying 10 more years. Look, I love him, but hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. Miggy, do you know what it is? I think I can... Yes, that's a very good shout. I think I can see Miggy leaving in the summer just because he's one of the players where he's not the best player. He's pretty inconsistent for goals and sort of stuff. And he can probably raise a little bit of fun as well. Callum Wilson, I can see leaving as well. Hendrick, I can see leaving. Lascelles, maybe I can see leaving because that gives us time to bring in a backup centre-back, which we haven't had time this transfer window. Gillespie, definitely. Isaac Hayden, definitely. Barnes, Tino and Hall, come on. I wouldn't, as much as I love Lewis Hall because he says he watches this as well, and as much as he's a lovely lad and he's obviously a very talented player and a very talented prospect, I wouldn't bring him on at half-time, as much as I love him. You listen to the new Kanye West album? Yeah, definitely not me. I'm not into that music genre. Definitely not for me. It will be the 60th minute, I believe it is. Joe Linton leaving. Nah, I can't see Joe Linton leaving. Like, Richie's 34. I don't see him staying much longer. The thing is with the sort of players like Paul Dummett, Richie, even Emil Kraft, although he is definitely one of the best of a bad bunch in the sort of dead weight category, and Isaac Hayden, they have extremely high wage budgets. I don't think many people actually want to take them on. You know what I mean? Richie runs like he has jeans on. So does Callum Wilson. I want St. Maximin back, to be fair. I would love to have Maxi back. Honestly, I would. That Fabian Schär goal. Some boy, isn't he? Richie's retiring at the end of the season. Heard it here first. May do. Joe won't go with... And Bruno are a pair. True. Leverkusen are beaten by Munich 1-0 in the Bundesliga. Wow, that's very big for the title race. Bloody hell. Who scored for them? It is... I think it's an ex-Bayern player. Actually, he's putting his hands up like that to not celebrate. I don't know who it is. Anyway, I can't believe Gordon started the day, by the way, lads. Anyhow, said so many times that he wasn't. He's just went and started. Sick of him doing that now. Like, sick of him doing that. I would love for Benacer from AC Milan to join us in the summer. Benacer is a very good player, isn't he? He is a very, very good player. Second half about kick-off, yeah, lads. Second half about kick-off, yeah. Say you're full-time, lads. I don't know what I should do for TikTok and YouTube because, of course, I'm so busy after the game. I can't do a match reaction on YouTube and TikTok and then a player ratings on TikTok. I'm trying to figure out for the schedule what I should do. Maybe just the live stream for TikTok, for YouTube, and then the player ratings for or something. I don't actually know. But we'll figure it out. And the second half at the City Ground is about to kick off for Newcastle United. The referee's about to blow his whistle. And he has. How are the Mags? By the way, lads, for everyone in the chat now, I am just going to say, and if anyone joins in here doesn't have a clue, please do let them know that this timer, maybe somewhere like around there, of course, we're 45 minutes now. I'm just going to let you know, it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't go to like 90 minutes as you would expect it to. It goes to like 1 hour and 30 minutes, so it's not aesthetically pleasing, but it's not the worst, you know what I mean? Ball played in by Nottingham Forest already, bloody hell, and it's not coming to anything whatsoever. Another shot blocked by a Newcastle player. Nico Williams on the right-hand side. He's Nottingham Forest are off to a fast start, yeah, Christ. Dominguez with the ball. Their centre mid, of course, plays it to Morgan Gibbs-White. He's just slowing the play down, plays at the left-hand side. Hudson-Odoi on the ball now. Can't really do anything with it as of now. He plays it short to Nuno Tavares. Hudson-Odoi back on the ball. Tries to play to Morgan Gibbs-White and he gets absolutely nowhere. Goal kick for Newcastle United. Wow. Going straight for it. Nottingham Forest, yeah, lads. Going absolutely straight for it. Right. What are you saying, lads? I think we need a new centre-back. Can partially agree with that. Anyways, Newcastle do have a goal kick, yeah, by the way. Dubravka to take. I went Dubravka, so that's what we like to see. Played it short at Botman yet again. There's been a fair few short passes played today. I don't know why that is the case, but I think there's been a whole sort of set-piece structure change from Newcastle today. We've been playing lots of short corners. One sec, lads. We've been playing lots of short corners, and we've been playing lots of short goal kicks as well. We have been. Nottingham Forest absolutely screaming for a corner here, but it's not. It's going to be another goal kick for Newcastle United. Bloody hell, the half getting in the face of these Nottingham Forest players, like Christ. Callum Hudson-Odoi was absolutely screaming there. These actually, we're just saying these names, and they really do have a lot of danger, man. Danger in Nottingham Forest, like Anthony Alanga, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Morgan Gibbs-White, all three fantastic wingers, if you class it. I know Morgan Gibbs-White isn't particularly a winger in their system, but three fantastic players. Anyways, Newcastle's going to play the ball out from the back. Sven Botman to play along to Bruno Guimaraes. Just keep calm with it, Bruno. That's what we like to see, son. He's getting absolutely ragged about here, by the way. How that's not a free kick, I don't know. Jesus. Bruno's been on the fair share of getting absolutely battered today from the opposition players. It's becoming a little bit of a dull game in this half, actually. I mean, Nottingham Forest are absolutely going for it. Newcastle need to respond with exactly that as well. I mean, it's for everyone to see. 5:30 kick-off. Made on Sky Sports. Come on, boys. We really need to impress ourselves here. Like, we really need to show ourselves up. Nottingham Forest are going to take the game. I mean, they are taking the game in Newcastle, actually. They are taking the game in Newcastle. And there's Bruno. Bruno actually has been pretty decent today, to be fair. He's been in the... As always, he's been in the midst. He's been in the midst. He's been in the midst. He's just been all over the shop. Let's just say that. He's been absolutely all over. Fabian Shaw on the ball now. What a player. Goal scorer yet again as well. Fabian Shaw back on the score sheet. Bloody hell. He's on the ball. He's going to look for that long ball, is he? He's not got any real options. He's going to have to dribble with the ball here. Plays it back to Sven Botman. Haven't got a lot of options Newcastle, by the way. Yeah, there's nothing too much to work with for the players. Sean Longstaff with the ball. He plays it straight out of play. It was a nice little 1-2 between him and Miggy, but he puts it straight out for a throw-in for Nottingham Forest. Bloody hell, how well, lads. They play it straight away. Nuno Tavares to Murillo. Nicolas Dominguez tries a lovely little back heel. And they keep it in, actually. That was right on the byline. Somehow they keep it in. I don't know how they have, but fair play. That's very well done there by them. Anyways, Nyakate with the ball. Plays it on the right-hand side at Nico Williams. Nico Williams to Anthony Alanga, who's caused us so many problems already. Ryan Yates. Oh my god, he's played a through ball through a 1-year. Is he offside? He's not offside right now. A 1-year scored. No, it's offside. Oh my god. Nottingham Forest have scored an offside goal. Bloody hell. Wow, that was just a one ball played through our whole defence and it just cut us straight away. How are Newcastle, man? We've got to switch on, yeah. This defence recently has been absolutely appalling. How many times in this game has one pass went through a whole midfield and a whole defence? It's done it like 3-4 times now. However, man, it shouldn't be happening once, never mind 3 times in a singular game. That's shocking, that, mate, from Newcastle. Bloody hell. Anyways, restart from Newcastle here. Martin Dubravka to take. Sven Botman on the ball here. The sort of... The play's been very slowed down from Newcastle, yeah. I don't know why, but it has been really slowed down, yeah. Sean Longstaff on the ball. However, show was something, Sean. No pun intended. No, don't worry. Don't worry. It's not a goal. It's offside. Don't worry. It's still 2-2. Don't worry about that, lads. What a tackle by Sean Longstaff there. That could have been really bad for Newcastle. Wow, fantastic tackle by Sean Longstaff. Lewis Miley with the ball. However, create something, lads. Just nice and calm, as always. That's what we like to see. He's giving it to Sean Longstaff. Sean Longstaff to Miley. Back to Byrne. Byrne give it to Gordon. Very bad pass by Byrne. Bloody hell, man. Get Tino Livramento on, please. You play your better players, simple as I hate saying it, but Jesus, just get Tino Livramento on. What more do I have to say? Get him on, man. Simple as. We'll change the game when Tino comes on. Dan Byrne cost with 2 goals to put with 4-2. Down against Luton Town at home. Tino Livramento comes on when we're losing 4-2 and the game ends 4-4, you know what I mean? Honestly. That's a wake-up call. Tino needs to come on. Fully agreed, Holly. Fully agreed. Newcastle had a good chance there, but Murillo absolutely clattered it away. Lewis Miley's going to go back up for contention with the ball. He can't get there. Morgan Gibbs-White on the ball now, though. Morgan Gibbs-White's going to look to create some danger. He's giving it Anthony Alanga. Alanga against Byrne. Byrne just stubs his toe out of the way and he gets there ahead of Anthony Alanga for the first time in the match. Bruno Guimaraes. Pretty poor ball by Bruno there. Straight back to him, though, thankfully. Very luckily, actually. Fabian Shaw on the ball. However, boys, Shaw was something. Shaw was something, please. However, Fabian Shaw. Big long ball from you, please. Played smartly at Sean Longstaff. I do have to say that, though. He has played it very smartly there. He's given it to Callum Wilson. Who's given it to Kieran Trippier on the right-hand side. Back to Callum Wilson, who's now dropped into like a right wing role. That's not what we need to see whatsoever. Sean Longstaff, poor run by Wilson there. He shouldn't be going out with the wings. Hey, Christ. Fabian Shaw, it's back to a defence now. However, Newcastle, get a grip of this game. Bloody hell. Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. It's come to absolutely nothing. Nottingham Forest have the ball back in their own half now. Nico Williams on the right-hand side. He's been pretty decent for Forest the days. He's been a little bit of a handful for Anthony Gordon. They've been pretty similar, actually. Nico Williams isn't the sort of proper, strong defensive right-back like you have. He's a much more going forward right wing-back. Or right back in their sort of system. I do believe that they're much better for wing-back, though. Nottingham Forest fans are giving a bait to Bruno Guimaraes there. Bloody hell. That's class, that, to be fair. That is class, that. Right, they're not... However, Forest, take the free throw on. Bloody hell. Right, they took the throw on after about 30 seconds. It's about time as well. Sven Botman absolutely shrugs a 1-year off the ball. That's what we like to see. Trippier versus Callum Hudson-Odoi there. None of them win. Kieran Trippier falls on the floor. But Newcastle's won it. Miguel Almiron loses the ball, though. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left-hand side, he's going to create something, Yaz, and he's a fantastic player. He did, and then Miggy's tackled him well in there, Miggy, so that's what we like to see. We don't see too much of that from Miggy, getting back and sort of helping in defensively, but we've seen it there, and that's what we like to see. Miggy gives it to Lewis Miley. However, Lewis, son, stay on your feet. He's lost the ball there. Nuno Tavares takes a shot, and thankfully, it's absolutely awful. Pretty poor from Lewis Miley to lose the ball there, though. Thankfully, that was a terrible shot by Nuno Tavares. Quick thoughts on the blue card and sin bins being introduced next season. Honestly, I'm not a fan of that whatsoever. Seriously, I am not a fan of that whatsoever. Definitely not. The only thing sin bins would do is slow the game down. I mean, you're going to... Newcastle, for example, if we get Bruno took off, we're not going to go out and try and score. We're not going to make the game entertaining. We're going to sit back and try and defend while Bruno's not playing. It's simple as, honestly, it's a really daft rule, actually. It is pretty daft, that. Sean Longstaff on the ball. Oh, yeah, boys. All I've been able to say is Sean Longstaff on the ball. Anthony Gordon on the left-hand side. We haven't been creating anything whatsoever. We haven't been creating out. Nose is still completely blocked. Yeah, how well, lads? We're just playing with it in our own half. You know what I mean? How well, boys? What if a goalkeeper gets a blue card? Yeah, that's a good shout, mate. That's a good shout. I didn't think of that. That's a good show, actually. Yeah, wow, I didn't think of that. Anyway, show Longstaff on the ball now. How about Longstaff, son? Trippier on the right-hand side. Lovely ball here. Please, Trippier. Oh, my God. That was nearly a perfect ball to Miggy Almiron, but he can't get his head on it. As per as well. He can't get there. It was pretty high from though. You can't really blame him. Bruno's tussling with two players here. He's tussling with Nico Williams and someone else in the Nottingham Forest players, as you would expect for a 2-on-1. Has come out victorious and they played the ball through. Sven Botman wins the battle with Awoniyi yet again. Sven Botman's been absolutely class so far. Go on there, Botman, son. Kieran Trippier plays it at Longstaff. And it's played back and Kieran Trippier's telling them to get up the pitch. Honestly, we haven't been creating anything in this game whatsoever. However, Bruno, son. He's on the ball now. He's looking for that little Trivella pass again, wasn't he? He gives it to Anthony Gordon, who gives it to Dan Burn. The sooner The sooner Tino's on, the better, lads. The sooner. Callum Hudson down the left-hand side. They're going to create something, yeah. They're going to create something, yeah. Nuno Tavares into the box. He whips it in, and it's a corner for Nottingham Forest. Them wings are getting absolutely dominated by Nottingham Forest. Bloody hell, they are absolutely obliterating us on the wings. And more so, actually, shockingly, it's on Kieran Trippier's side this time. Bloody hell. Right, the corner's about to be taken. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Newcastle team, but it hasn't been up to par whatsoever, has it? Christ. They've got some big lads here, by the way. Morgan Gibbs-White takes it. Morgan Gibbs-White in the box. Another corner for Nottingham Forest. Bloody hell, man. Jesus, man. How this is becoming pretty boring now. Like, it's all just Nottingham Forest. Morgan Gibbs-White, you take yet again the set piece man. As we all know, we were linked with him. Very, very talented player yet again. He is very, very talented. Morgan Gibbs-White in the box. He sent it in. And it's met by Lewis Miley straight away. Very, very well done there. It's going to be whipped in the box by Nicholas Dominguez, though. Not first time. He plays it back to Nico Williams. He whips it into the box. Poor delivery, though, and Sean Longstaff's got there straight away. That's what I say. Longstaff plays Callum Wilson through. It's a 2-on-1. It's a 1-on-1. And it's a fantastic tackle by Nico Williams there, to be fair. Very, very good tackle. Dispossessed yet again. However, man, Newcastle, this has been very poor from us in an attacking sense so far. Christ. The ball sent through. We have Morgan Gibbs-White versus Sven Botman. However, Botman's son. What's the Nottingham Forest players doing that for? Bloody... Oh, it's offside, fair enough. I thought they were shouting for a foul. Bloody hell. It is offside there. Christ almighty. These Nottingham Forest fans are going absolutely ballistic, yeah. I don't know what for, mine, but they are. We need... we do need to make more chances. It's been... you're right there, Lennon, mate. It's been pretty bland to be the most positive so far in the second half. Definitely been a lot bland. A lot blander than we'd expect from this Newcastle team this season. Maybe not away from home, but hasn't been nothing to shout about, has it? Hasn't been nothing to shout about whatsoever. Jack with the £5. Thank you very much, Jack, mate. I really do appreciate that, bro. I'll heart that as well. What a goat, man. What a goat. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day, Jack. Let me get a W, Jack, in the chat, lads. Thank you very much, bro. I do appreciate that. Anyways, I didn't say that. Oh, Jack's donation has brought some good luck as Harvey Barnes is coming on here for Newcastle United. Miggy Almiron is coming off. Maybe Anthony Gordon's going to the right-hand side. I can't see Barnes going on the right, but Harvey Barnes is coming on. Thank you very much, Jack, mate. You have brung very good luck there. Go and enjoy your day, Jack, son. Get in there, Harvey Barnes. He looks absolutely electric. Get in there, Barnes, son. Come on. W, Jack, as always, lads. Come on. Barnes just looks like an absolute player. That's exactly what he looks like. Bloody hell, he's some boy, like, isn't he? He actually is some boy, Harvey Barnes. And I don't chuck that around too often. Maybe with Tino. But with Harvey Barnes. Bloody hell, he looks like an absolute player. Get in there, Barnes, son. Right, it's taken by Newcastle very quickly. Honestly, this nose is killing me, you know. I'm still in the cold. It's just been passed around by Newcastle. The passing in this half hasn't been the best whatsoever, but it's just been what we've been able to create with it, you know. We haven't had that chance to, like, flip the switch. We've had the chances, but we haven't been creative enough. Look, they've definitely been the better team this half. They've had the more chances in that first half. Funnily enough, we were the better team, and they go and score two. They had about 2 half chances, and because of a lack of pace from Dan Burn, they've went and scored from it as well. Anthony Gordon just can't make it there for Newcastle United, and it looks like it's going to be a goal kick for Nottingham Forest yet again. 60 minutes on the clock here. Can we get an away win, boys? This will be a very crucial away win as well. Up the tune, Susan. You said it first. Come on. Lewis Miley dispossessed there. Nottingham Forest looking to break. Nicholas Dominguez plays the ball through, and it's Dan Burn who smashes the ball out of the play very, very well. Don't even know how much of the ball I've missed. No, don't worry about it. You haven't missed that much. One good chance and we will score. Look what we done at Villa. For once at Aston Villa, we were kind of clinical, but look, what we actually have been a really big downer on recently is being unclinical. I just... Sean Longstaff, for example, hasn't been clinical enough whatsoever. But fingers crossed we can take more of the chances that we are getting recently. Anyways, Murillo's played it back to Matt Sells, which we haven't actually challenged Matt Sells that much. And as I say that, he's played it through a Awoniyi. Oh my god, Awoniyi's through. And Martin Dubravka's pulled him down, and it looks like they're shouting for a penalty here. Looks like Nottingham Forest shouting for a penalty, but the referee said goal kick yet again, straight away. He said he's disclaimed, what's the word? He's chucked away any penalty shouts and said it is a goal kick straight away. The Nottingham Forest fans are absolutely, really rowdy bunch. These, like, bloody hell. Awoniyi, is it a penalty? Nah, he was off balance anyways. Nah, it's not a penalty, that, like. Good ball through at him, by the way. Probably should have shot a lot earlier. It bounces off his knee. It's his own fault. Sven Botman, though. Botman putting his life on the line there. Some boy Botman, man. Bloody hell. Do you have any memorable moments or favourite matches from this season that you witnessed? Newcastle United 4, PSG 1 will live long in the memory, and I'll remind my kids of that day as well, honestly. I wish I'd done a match day vlog on YouTube for that game. Bloody hell, man. What a game. What a game, man. Honestly, I get emotional speaking about it. I can't believe we... Oh, man. Imagine we still had the likes of Tonali. Imagine we had all the players fit, man. Where would we be this season? This season, when it finishes, is just going to be missed opportunity. If Tonali didn't get banned, if we didn't have the injuries that we did, where on earth would we be now? We'd be challenging at the top of the top. We'd probably still be in the Champions League. By the way, VAR have confirmed, away from the sentimental side, VAR have confirmed that it's no penalty whatsoever, and we've got the game kicked off, back underway. 63rd minute, come on the boys. Playing around nice and smartly. We're not getting sort of put under pressure a lot. Maybe Dan Burn is getting put under pressure by Nottingham Forest because, of course, we've seen what happened with Anthony Elanga. Harvey Barnes tackled by Nico Williams there, who's had a pretty decent game for Nottingham Forest, may I just say. But Harvey Barnes is on the left-hand side, so Anthony Gordon, of course, is on the right-hand side. Absolutely fantastic. See Harvey Barnes there. Get that man the ball and give him a shot. Some boy. Oh, Fabian Shaw knows the score. He tried to play a long ball there to Harvey Barnes. It didn't just come off, though. Sean Longstaff picks up the ball in the midfield area. Gives it to Kieran Trippier. Harvey Barnes is way outside of the box. Trippier is looking for Harvey Barnes, actually. Very good ball. Barnes on the edge of the box. Go on, Barnes, son. Show us something. Unfortunately, it's a pretty decent ball in there, but he just can't get it to anyone, unfortunately. It's smacked outside of the box by Nottingham Forest player. Fabian Shaw wins that header easily. Very well touched down by Trippier. He's got a lot of time here. A lot of time. And he plays a very good ball to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff, lack of pace, let him down there, and it's going to be a goal kick for Nottingham Forest. Another wasted opportunity. 64 minutes in, just about 65. Wow, very bad. Bloody hell, Sean Longstaff's mouth, and he's shouting his mouth off there, isn't he? Jesus Christ. There's a Nottingham Forest assistant manager getting carded there, by the way. No way these are bringing on Divock Origi. I'm sure Origi... What goal did Origi score against us ages ago? I can't remember, but I'm sure he scored the only goal when like Liverpool beat Wasamick. He's coming on for Nottingham Forest. I don't know why we haven't brought Tino on. Neither do I. Yes, Anthony Gordon is on the right-hand side. He is. He's on the ball right now. However, Gordon's son. Bonds is staying so on the right-hand side. He goes for a shot there, Gordon, but it's miles over the bar. It's not what we like to say, but look, Gordon looked a bit disheartened. That's the first time I've ever seen Anthony Gordon like that. Bloody hell, it's not what we want to see. How do you see the club's future under the current ownership? I mean, away from the sort of political Saudi stuff, because I don't want to get myself involved in that. Of course, we've got all the money in the world. We are going to go so far. However, we are going to go so far. We're going to be a powerhouse. We're going to win the Champions League in the next 20 years, undoubtedly. You know what I mean? I can't wait for them days, man. Can't wait for them days. Anyways, Matt sends the ball along from a goal kick for Nottingham Forest. Fabian Shaw pulls one of the Notts Forest players down, and somehow it's not a free kick. I don't know how. Bruno plays the ball to Lewis Miley. Morgan Gibbs White is pressing Newcastle United like hell here. Harvey Barnes on the left-hand side. Go on, Barnes, son. Go on, Barnes. He's played it short to Lewis Miley. Gives it back to Harvey Barnes. Bloody hell, I mean, proper gastrous, yeah, like... Harvey Barnes does Anthony Elanga, but he can't get past. Nico Williams has had a fantastic game. Bruno's on the edge of the box. Smack it, Bruno, son. Yes! Is that offside? Is it offside? No, yes! Get in there, Bruno, man. You give this man half a chance. Oh, my God. Look, he's not the most prolific goal scorer whatsoever. He's got a brace today. Get in there, Bruno, son. Last away game, it was Fabian Shaw with a brace. Now it's Bruno. Half a chance outside of the box, and it's absolutely curled in at the back of the net. Get in there, Bruno. What a player, man. Best midfield I've seen in my life at St James's Park, and the away end goes mental as well. Get in there, boys. Come on. What a goal by Bruno, man. Matt Sells had absolutely no chance. Is that a bubbled off Anthony Elanga there, boys? Anthony Elanga, right, so he basically played it in Morgan Gibbs White. Get in there, boys. Come on. 3-2 now. I'll change the scoreline. Don't worry, I'll remember. I'll remember, boys. If it's... Is it going to let us? Yes, it's going to let us. Get in there. 3-2 at Newcastle. Get in there, boys, man. PSG, you'll take it. Your grave is my lifelong memory. Same. That away end's going absolutely mental. Get in there, boys, man. Look at that away end. That's absolutely fantastic. Yes. Get in there. The white Pele. I wouldn't call him the white Pele. Pele was in the centre mid, like, but bloody hell. Come on. Mate. Tonali. Of course, bro. Of course. Get in there, boys. 3-2 at Newcastle. I'm buzzing with that. Nottingham Forest have kicked the game off already here, by the way. Come on! 3-2 at the Mags. Bruno's magic. He wears the magic hat. He could have signed for Arsenal, but he said that. Come on! Anthony Elanga basically gave the goal away for Nottingham Forest there, which I didn't add, by the way. He basically gave it away there for Nottingham Forest. It was a very, very poor pass from him, which did basically ultimately lead to the Bruno goal. So very, very bad from him. Very bad. Can't wait for his team of the week. I don't even play FIFA, mate. I don't like that game whatsoever. Anyways, we're back on the counter-attack. Go on, lads. Harvey Barnes with the ball now. Go on, Barnes, son. He's going to look to switch it. Too powerful. He can't get it. Sean Longstaff, but that's our rate. That's our rate, lads. 5 goals in this game so far. 3 from Newcastle away from home. Get in there, boys. Come on. Vamos, Bruno. So what's going on with me hair the day? Bloody hell, man. My hair's having an absolute nightmare the day, like. I need to get one of them high quality webcams. Oh, gotta be Tonali, bro. Just, yeah, gotta be. Try and get it to me as soon as you can after the game as well, please, mate. Obviously, of course, it'll be time sensitive. But what a game, man. Get in there, boys. Come on. I'm buzzing with that. Like, I'm really, really buzzing with that. 3 goals scored away from home. Look, if we draw 3-3, I won't be happy, or if we lose. But 3 goals away from home. 3-2 up. Can't be unhappy at the minute, can we, lads? Can it be unhappy? They're showing the replay of this shout for that penalty for Nottingham Forest. No way in hell was that a penalty for Notts Forest. Nah, Dubravka puts his arm up like, yeah, it's not on the ground. He's not pulling him down or anything like that. Na 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 na, hey, 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 Lewis Miley. Callum Wilson looks to charge down Matt Sells and he can't. Matt Sells sends it long actually, but Dan Burn wins the header. And Lewis Miley is pulled down there actually as I'm singing his name. Sean Longstaff with the ball. Gives it Kieran Trippier. And now he's going to look to play it fast. He's done that as well. Gives it to Bruno. Bruno to Longstaff. Longstaff, nice little ball there to Gordon. It's a bit of a risky one though. Bit of a medical ball. And it looks like Gordon's a bit hurt. Don't know if he's just putting it on, but we've got a free kick in a very good position. And he's won Newcastle. Oh, he's won. He's got Nottingham Forest a yellow card in the player. With the yellow card is Murillo, who was meant to go off with that ankle injury in the first half. Get in there. Just outside of the box as well, actually. Look, it's not going to be a penalty, I'll just say that. But it's very much just outside the box. Get in there, boys. I'm fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, hey, hey. There is my... No, it is a free kick. It is a free kick, lads. By the way, lads, as we're winning, like the live if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here, of course, and you can probably see it around here, the live. I don't know where it is. The subscribe live counter. Oh, get in, boys. That away end looks absolutely unbelievable, man. How well, lads. Whip this one in nicely. Dan Burns got the camera on him, of course. That is going to be the man we need to target. Kieran Trippier. The set pieces this game have been very, very good. However, Trippier, son, straight in. And nearly got a big Dan Burn there. Harvey Barnes picks it up, though, and he's got time on his hands. He gives it to Anthony Gordon just outside the box. Anthony Gordon on the ball. He can't get it in. He can't get it in. Sean Longstaff. Back to Anthony Gordon. Gordon to Trippier. Come on, make it work, boys. Trippier off the long ball. Straight. We are very much targeting Harvey Barnes here. And unfortunately, not really his fault, but he's headed it into no man's land. 19 minutes left. Less than 20 minutes. Nottingham Forest are really wanting to break on the counter-attack. Don't give them that opportunity to, lads. Don't give them the opportunity to. Harvey Barnes with the ball. Plays it back to Big Dan Burn. Oh, Big Dan Burn, I should say. Big Sven Botman, sorry. To Kieran Trippier. I was dropping in that centre mid role very, very nicely. Shaw now. Back to Bruno. Played it forward to Longstaff. That's what we like to see. Progressive passes. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Callum Hudson down the left-hand side. Gordon charges him down. He does Gordon though. Nuno Tavares does about 3 Newcastle players. Nuno Tavares looks to shoot, and Jesus Christ, that's went absolutely flying. His shooting is terrible, by the way. Bloody hell. His shooting is actually terrible. That's about 2 chances now he's had to just go absolutely sky high. Bloody hell. It's a goal kick for Newcastle. Yeah, he's wasted a lot of chances for Nottingham Forest today. Nottingham Forest going to make a substitution. Yeah, it is the Borussia Dortmund man. Ryan Yates is coming off and Gio Reyna is coming on for Nottingham Forest. Ooh. Could be a little... It is definitely an attacking substitution from Nottingham Forest. Of course, Ryan Yates is more of a defensive midfielder. And Gio Reyna is an attacking midfielder or a winger. Fabian Schär with the ball. Lovely little chip ball. Oh my God. What a ball to pick out Callum Wilson. Very good tackle by Dominguez to dispossess Callum Wilson though. He's not very good at the hold-up, Callum Wilson, like as it used to be at one point, but not anymore. He's lost that sort of ability. Callum Hudson-Odoi absolutely skinned Kieran Trippier. Anthony Gordon's there, tackle him though. Get in, Gordon's son. His work rate's absolutely unmatched, by the way. That's surely a free kick for Newcastle there. That's surely a free kick for Newcastle. Nah, it's a throw-in for Nottingham Forest. Watch Origi score against us in the last minute. I bet you it's going to happen. Nuno on the ball now. Nuno Tavares, of course. He's chucked the ball down. I don't know what he's chucked the ball down for. Or to give it a Niakate. I thought I was going to say, if it's a free kick. Niakate, of course, the long free kick, long throw-in taker for Nottingham Forest. Chucks it in. Very long for Nottingham Forest. It's outside the box, hit by Dominguez, and thankfully it's ricocheted because them volleys can go absolutely anywhere, no matter who you're playing. Nico Williams on the ball now. Matt Sells absolutely smashes it. I know I've said it about 20 times. I still can't believe he's playing. Morgan Gibbs-White wins the header against Dan Burn. Dan Burn wins the duel against Anthony Elanga, his arch enemy in this game. Bloody hell. Nottingham Forest, if they want to get back into this game, they're going to have to do better. Simply, Newcastle have really shrugged them off defensively at the minute. Like, Murillo on the ball. Murillo sends it long. Dan Burn, is he going to get there? He doesn't get there. Nico Williams wins it. And Divock Origi absolutely skies it over the bar, but it's ricocheted off some Newcastle United defender, and it is another corner for Nottingham Forest. Really have racked up the corners today, Nottingham Forest, like bloody hell. Shh. Are there any specific players you believe should be given more playing time or have a big role in the team? I would love to see right now, of course, Tino Livramento, 75th minute, get Tino Livramento on now, fresh legs. I mean, in the dying stages of the game, when they've got Adoy, Morgan Gibbs-White, Elanga, of course, against Dan Burn, get Livramento on, man. You'll hold off of them easily anyways. Corner sent in here, Dan Burn away. Dubravka going to come out with take. He doesn't know, he punches it. Oh my god. Thankfully, Harvey Barnes was there to hit it away because Dubravka was in no man's land. He punched it away. Christ almighty, that was terrible positioning from Dubravka. It would have easily been another Nottingham Forest goal if it was on target. Morgan Gibbs-White tries to put the... Very good. Wow. He tried to put the cross in there for Nottingham Forest, and very, very good sort of blocking by Anthony Gordon there. Moussa Niakate is going to take the long throw for Nottingham Forest yet again here. Just coming into the 76th minute. Even and Josh need another one. Newcastle, come on. Fully agreed, Rich, mate. We need another one to cement this. Anything can happen in the Premier League. I mean, we're seeing what happened at the City Ground last season with us in Nottingham Forest. We got a very, very late winner. Niakate with the long throw. Callum Wilson up for contention. Dan Burn wins it yet again. Nico Williams on the edge of the box. God knows what I just said there. I did mean to say Nico Williams on the edge of the box. Callum Hudson-Odoi sends a good ball in. Sven Botman out. This is like pinball. This is going absolutely everywhere. Anyways, Callum Hudson-Odoi back on the ball again. Back to Dominguez. This is going nowhere for Nottingham Forest. These aren't creating anything. Honestly, they're bringing it back every single time. They're just bringing it back and bringing it back. Hey. Gio Reyna on the ball. Murillo. To Nuno Tavares. He's in space yet again, but Dubravka comes out and closes it. Get in there, Dubravka, son. That's what we like to see. He's been very good, Dubravka, today, by the way. He actually has been really good today. But Nuno Tavares, Nottingham Forest have been really good at picking out the passes. Like, they've been really good at that, actually. Yes. How long left? There is 13 minutes left. Nottingham Forest with the ball now. Morgan Gibbs-White's dropping deep. Of course, he wants to create them chances. He's the star man in that team. Centre ball to Nico Williams. He can't get there ahead of Dan Burn. Result gone for us today. Don't let us down, Newcastle. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I can say a shirt. I think you're an Everton fan. Right. Someone's coming on here for Nottingham Forest. It looks like it's going to be... Is that Danilo? I think it is. Number 16 coming off for Nottingham Forest. Nicholas Dominguez comes off for Nottingham Forest. And of course, Danilo does come on. I think he's actually a pretty decent midfielder, him, to be fair. Not to be underestimated whatsoever. And I think, in all honesty, we play defensive now. Well, look, mate. Look, every time we've sat off from the back, we know what's happened. So I think we are going to go for it. But get Livramento on. We need to get him on now, definitely. We do need to get him on. Gio Reyna from a shot outside the box. Thankfully, it hits Callum Wilson. Another shot. Callum Hudson-Odoi's looking at line one up. Bruno Guimaraes limits his chances of shooting one. He plays a long ball through, though. Bloody hell, this has been a game and a half. My voice is going. This has been a game and a half. That's why my voice has been going. Murillo with the ball. Murillo puts it out wide. Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's whipped one inside of the box. Poor delivery though, and hits off Sven Botman. Danilo outside of the box. Just come on. He's just given it to Morgan Gibbs-White. Looks to crack one, but it's hit off Lewis Miley. What on earth is going on here, lads? Bloody hell. Niakate on the ball. Morgan Gibbs-White now. Gibbs-White and Murillo. Murillo sent a long ball through. This could be very good. Dan Burn's got there, but it's a very poor clearance from Dan Burn. Straight to Nico Williams. He's got to go for him. He's got to go for him. Nico Williams has played it out. There's been no real pressure from that Morgan Gibbs-White. Back to Nico Williams. Bloody hell, this is a scrappy game. Nico Williams puts it into the box. Out by Sean Longstaff. Oh my god. This game is just pinball. Murillo now. Back to Danilo. Plays it out wide to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Lovely touch by him, to be fair. I'm not the biggest for Oh, get up, man. Somehow that's a free kick for Nottingham Forest, but... Wait, let's take a replay of this. Anthony Gordon charges him down. I mean, he barely touches him, like, but he barely touches. Somehow it's a free kick with bloody hell. Everton fan, good to hear, rich mate, bloody hell. That's just bloody splashed in my face. Josh, how old are you? I'm 17, mate. Nottingham Forest do have a free kick here. Not in a menacing position whatsoever. Tino Livramento is coming on. And by the way, I'm looking at him now. Wait. I've never properly admitted this before, but I actually do look like Livramento as I'm watching this right now. I actually do, you know. God forbid if I had that top on. Tino's coming on, boys. People in the chat are getting happy. How are Tino, son? He's not on as of yet. He's on right now. But it's not Big Dan Burn he comes off for, so it looks like we are going to go defensive. Lewis Miley comes off for him. Not had the best of games, Lewis Miley, but nevertheless, he's still done himself proud today. Get yourself off and get yourself a pat on the back, Miley, son. Tino's on. How are Tino, son? So it looks like we are going to go defensive. We probably could get another one. Probably could get another one in this game. But, of course, we are going to go defensive with Tino on now. Get in there. Tino. Love the chats, boys. Love the chats. This is what I love about the chats, man, for the live streams. Honestly, it actually is class, you know. I really do like that. For every sort of game as well. Nottingham Forest with the throw in here. Doesn't come to nothing for them. Doesn't come to absolutely nothing whatsoever. Nottingham Forest just playing about with the ball here. How are Newcastle? Get into them, man. It's our chance, boys. It's our chance to get another one. Morgan Gibbs White on the ball. He's went past Harvey Barnes. Nico Williams, he's genuinely been so good. Nico Williams, he's been so good today. It's a goal kick for Newcastle to kill all these linesmen's proper arguing with him, like bloody hell. But he's been really good today. Nico Williams, Nottingham Forest right back, he really has actually. The goal at defending is on. He is unbelievable, like, isn't he? He actually is really good. Tino, I love him, me. Right, lads, we'll come to the dying stages of the game. 82 minutes in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, we do need to get them likes up, boys. I'm pretty sure we're on less than what the last live got. We need to be going up every time, man. Anyways, Longstaff on the ball. He's give it a Kieran Chippy on the right-hand side. Chips has give it a Fabian Shaw. He was going to absolutely smack it there. He does now, though, onto the right-hand side. Unfortunately, can't find anyone. He was shrugged off the ball there, though. Fabian Shaw. Sean Longstaff. Harvey Barnes finds Tino Livramento on the left-hand side. Go on, Tino, son. Fresh legs. That's what we like to see. Back to Barnes. Back to Bruno on the left-hand side. I know, look, we've won, but Tino's got to start the next game, simple as. I know we've won and people forget about it, but he's got to start, simple as. He actually has. The ball's been sent long for you. Bloody hell. Dan Burn with the ball now. Give it back to Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno's unreal, like, he actually is unreal, Bruno, man. Bloody hell. I can't believe how good Bruno is. I now will say, oh, Bruno's a good player. Look, he's unbelievable. He's a good midfielder. I cannot believe that this lad plays for... I cannot believe that this Brazilian magician plays for us. Honest to God, I cannot believe he plays for us. He's so good. He shouldn't be playing for Newcastle United at the stage we are now. I don't know where we'd be without him. Honestly, he is so good. Jesus Christ, man. I love him so much, me. He's the best player in the team, simple as. He is so good. I love him so much. Tino on the left-hand side yet again. Go on, Tino, son. Lovely little link up between him and Harvey Barnes since Tino's come on, actually. How long is left? 6 minutes left of regular time, but of course it will be additional time. I'll guess there'll be a canny bit as well. Oh my God, this number 14, Callum Hudson-Odoi, absolutely smashed into Kieran Trippier there. It's going to be a free kick for Nottingham Forest, and rightly so as well. Rightly bloody so. Just trying to sort this. I don't know if this is too bright for you, lads. I'll just turn the display down. Maybe that's a little bit better. Josh, I'm cooking the graphic. No problem, bro. Thank you very much as well. Just try and get that to me as soon as possible, of course. Right, Nuno Tavares on the ball on the left-hand side for Nottingham Forest. No problem, Thomas, mate. Don't you worry about that. Danilo on the ball now. They're going to look to do something in the dying stages of the game. They're going to look to do something. Like, I mean, look, let's be real. They're going to have to as well, aren't they? They're going to have to. Danilo back on the ball. Not the Danilo you're thinking of as well, probably. Not the Juventus one. But we've recouped it, yeah. Gordon to Longstaff. Back to Trippier. Lovely little link up here, by that's got to be a free kick for Newcastle, ref. How's that not a free kick, man? He's dragged Longstaff down. Get back into a man, Longstaff. Hudson are down the left-hand side. Charlie's offside there. Yes, he is offside. Free kick for Newcastle. Less than 5 minutes left, boys. Come on. We can hold on here. We can hold on. Fabian Shaw with the ball. With a free kick. Actually, no. Dubravka's going to take. I'd probably say Dubravka take that as well, actually, yeah. Dubravka's going to absolutely smash it up here for Newcastle. We're probably just going to look to hold it up the pitch. Time waste a little bit, of course. We are only 1 goal up. We're not exactly comfortable, our lads. We're not exactly comfortable. Dubravka smashes it up. And it's won in the air by Callum Wilson. Actually, he's not the best in the air, Wilson, like, is he? But anyways, he's won it in the air. Tino Livramento on the ball. Morgan Gibbs-White. I'm trying to see who that player was there. Is Danilo? I keep getting Joshua behind. But no, don't. I know I'm behind, by the way, mate, because I'm watching it on this and then I have to live stream it. It is like that, unfortunately. I don't know why. The live stream does it. I personally don't rate Bruno. No way someone has just said that in the chat, by the way. Jesus Christ. Gordon's won a foul here for Newcastle. Bloody hell. Nottingham Forest are straight on the counter-attack. No, he hasn't won a foul. No, he hasn't. Morgan Gibbs-White straight back on the ball. Put it out for Nico Williams. Nico Williams back to Morgan Gibbs-White. He's creating absolutely everything so far, Gibbs-White, like. Nuno Tavares. Gio Reyna. He's done about 3 players. He's still got the ball. He's got no one with him, though. He has to give it Hudson a die. Plays it into the ball. Oh, my God. That could have been very bad there for Newcastle United. Wow. Thank God that got pulled out of play. Jesus Christ, that could have been terrible. Christ almighty, lads. Sven Botman's been unbelievable this game, by the way. He actually has been so good. It was Sven Botman who headed it out, by the way. That is why I'm saying it was Sven Botman who headed it out. But it's Newcastle's throw in here. Kieran Trippier take, of course, in our own half. No danger for both teams whatsoever. Trippier sent along from the throw in. He's tried to reach Callum Wilson. He didn't initially, but Wilson's picked up the ball. Wilson's... If he stayed on... I mean, to be fair, going down is the right option right now. But if he stayed on his feet, we could have been in a very menacing sort of attack there. But it is a free kick for Newcastle. It's just going to add on at half-time. Additional time, though. But it's a free kick for Newcastle United. Morgan Gibbs-White brung down Callum Wilson. No card shown. And we've played on straight away. Fabian Shaw for the ball now. Less than 2 minutes left, boys. Gordon, very good little nippy pass to play to Sean Longstaff. Fabian Shaw sends it to Tino. Go on, Tino, son. Go on, Tino. Back to Bruno. Back to Longstaff. Back to Big Dan Burn. Oh, lovely little play between Tino and Barnes. Love that. Oh, unfortunately, the pass isn't right from Barnes. Unfortunately, bloody hell. Gordon can win that, though. It's a bad place pass by the defender, and it's going to be a throw-in for Newcastle. Very, very well done. We've got the ball here. Just about less than a minute left. Come on, boys. We need to hold on here. We need to hold on here. Trippier with the throw-in. It looks like we are going to waste time. I mean, he hasn't got really any options whatsoever. However, boys... I'm getting a bit tired, yeah. I always get tired on the watch-alongs, I don't know why. Trippier, he's played it back to Sean Longstaff. This is what we do. Should have went into the box. I think they're just playing a car, mate. Gordon now with the ball. Trying to put it through Tino through Nuno Tavares' legs. And unfortunately can't do that. Less than a minute left of normal time. I'll be intrigued to see how long's left of additional time. I know in our look it'll be 9 to 10 minutes, of course, as always. But Tavares sends the ball long. Come on, boys. 30 seconds of normal time left. This will be a very, very big 3 points for Newcastle United. Dominguez with the ball. Danilo with the ball now. I'm getting mixed up with all these names. It's getting very sort of high tempo. Morgan Gibbs-White's breaking here. Nottingham Forest are very much breaking here. Callum Hudson are down the left-hand side. Back to Morgan Gibbs-White. Lovely little pass to Alanga. Can't do anything with it though. They're looking for a free kick. They don't get it. Dubravka absolutely smashes it. We're about to find out how long we've got left of additional time, lads. How long have we got left? 6 minutes. Normally I'd be annoyed at that, but in today's day and age, that's not a lot whatsoever, if you know what I mean. That's not a lot whatsoever. Anyways, on the right-hand side now, Niakate there. 20 seconds of the 6 left to play whatsoever. Come on, boys. A chip ball play there through. Fabian Schär's going to get there. And he does get there. But it's played straight back out of Nottingham Forest. And Morgan Gibbs-White is on the ball yet again. Anthony Gordon tackles Morgan Gibbs-White. Get in there, Gordon, son. Defensive duties as per by him. It's an unfortunate ball, though. He can't get there. He probably should have played it as someone behind him. Tavares plays it through. This is becoming a proper open game now. Bloody hell. Anthony Alanga, he does two Newcastle players. He's looking for the shot. Oh my god. That was nearly a perfect ball to Origi, who has a very good habit for scoring against us. Morgan Gibbs-White is absolutely fuming. 91 minutes and 20 seconds play. How is our next FA Cup match? It's Black. I don't know what you mean by how is it. I don't think it has feelings. I don't know what you mean by that, mate. Anthony Alanga absolutely danced around our defence there, by the way. And thank God I couldn't find anyone. But Morgan Gibbs-White did take a shot outside the box. And thankfully for us, it just missed and nearly hit the post bar. Emil Kraft's coming on for Newcastle, yeah. Gordon's off. This is where I wonder, how on earth is Lewis Hall not getting a game? To be fair, Kraft is pretty decent, but get Lewis Hall on, man. You know what I mean? Get Lewis Hall on in the 95th minute, with a minute left. Get Callum Wilson on. It's Blackburn Rovers, mate. Get Callum Wilson off and get Lewis Hall on for extra defensive cover. Yeah, Emil Kraft is on, mate. Yep, you're right. Dubravka takes the goal kick and he absolutely smashes it up, as you would expect. The aerial duels won today. Bloody hell, must be like an all-time high. Nottingham Forest are breaking through yet again from Nuno Tavares. Their two fullbacks have been unbelievable this game. Bruno with the ball probably should have took the advantage. Callum Wilson's through with Murillo. And Murillo just gets there. He's still going to battle with it though. Murillo does get there yet again. They're still battling though. And Murillo gets there yet again. Bloody hell. How are the boys? Corner for Newcastle, yeah, by the way. This is becoming a bit nerve-wracking. Yeah, we need these 3 points. A very vital 3 points, lads. Very, very vital 3 points. It's being called 3 minutes early. Bruno Guimaraes is man of the match. You'd probably expect it as well. He is some boy, like. He actually is some boy. Get in there, Bruno, son. Kieran Trippier take the corner kick. Yeah, they're all staying in the corner. They're wasting the times, yeah. No, I don't think we'll have scored the most Premier League goals, mate. It's probably in between, games overall. But we're playing with it in the corner, yeah. This is what we like to see. Callum Wilson's got a yellow card here for simulating the game, of course. 94 minutes in. However, everyone get a yellow, apart from Bruno. Do not let Bruno get a yellow card. Of course, he was trying to graphic us. Yeah, that's fine. Send it into the drive now, bro. Hey, come on, boys. Get in there. Right, lads, for the people who are followed on TikTok as well, I want to know what you want. Do you want just a match reaction on TikTok or just a player ratings? What do you want, lads? Let us know. It's bobbed up. Niakate versus Callum Wilson gets manhandled every single game. Bloody hell. Bruno Guimaraes wins a header. And it's Harvey Barnes versus Nico Williams. And Barnes goes in for the shoulder barge, which I do like to see. But, nah. Radio Newcastle just says, I don't think we have scored the most goals, mate. I don't actually know. No, I can't do both, you know, Thomas. It's honestly, it's too much, and it messes up with like the algorithm as well. If you know what I mean. Player ratings, right? Okay, boys, I'll do the player ratings. Nuno Tavares on the ball now. Just about a minute left to play for Nottingham Forest and Newcastle, of course. Callum Hudson-Odoi breaking again. Some player, Callum Hudson-Odoi. 4.4 million. What an absolute bargain. Into the box. Out by Tino. Harvey Barnes has got time here. He does the smart thing and passes a nice little ball through to Bruno, who's just going to play the ball through to Callum Wilson. I thought he was just playing that to no man's land there, who plays it yet again. Harvey Barnes. It's only Morgan Gibbs, right, who can actually tackle him. Yeah, oh, lovely from Harvey Barnes. Yeah, he's just playing around with it at the back, but he hits it off Morgan Gibbs, right. He's smiling. Get in there, Barnes, son. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Get in there. Player ratings, right? Okay, we'll do player ratings. We'll do player ratings, lads. Don't worry about that. Less than 20 seconds yet left here, lads. Less than 20 seconds. And we're just going to do the same sort of simulation tactics. Callum Wilson, who's already on a yellow. Bloody hell. I don't know how the referee hasn't called for a foul there, man. Jesus Christ. Hey. Niakate was absolutely manhandling him there. It's over the 96-minute mark here, by the way, lads. It's 20 seconds as I'm speaking now, over the 96-minute mark. Nottingham Forest, however, you've got to blow the whistle, yeah, ref. You've got to blow the whistle, yeah, ref. You've got to, simple as. You've got to. Nuno Tavares, one last ball into the box. Oh my God. Thank God for Sven Botman. He's been unbelievable today, by the way. He's been unbelievable. Kieran Trippier now. Just booted away Trippier. Full time. Is it full time? It's got to be. It's got to be full time, lads. It's got to be. Come on, it's got to be full time. We've got the ball yet again. It's a minute over what it should. Just about a minute, 50 seconds now. It's sent forward by Sean Longstaff. Come on, boys. It's got to be over now, man. It's over. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Get in there. Newcastle United have beat Nottingham Forest 3-2 at the City Ground. A fantastic result for Newcastle. 3 points picked up away from home, lads. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely buzzing for that. Now, I'm going to get myself away because I've got to do the TikTok and sort of stuff like that. But fantastic result for Newcastle. A great performance as well. And a great away performance. Thank you very much for joining today's game. Of course, we are live for every single away Newcastle United game. But if you're new around here, ladies and gentlemen, like the video, subscribe if you are new for daily Newcastle United content. Of course, we make that with whatever's happening about Newcastle. And of course, I do add my own input, like the training ground vlog, which is nearly on over 15,000 views as well. Strength to strength, Josh. Great watch along. Thank you very much for the kind words, Alan, mate. I appreciate that. Yes, Newcastle. Thank you. Cheers, Josh. See you later, Richmond. Thank you very much for the kind words, lads. See you later. And subscribe if you are new around here. And I'll see you all in the next live watch along. Maybe not Blackburn Rovers because I might be at that one, but I'll let you know. Thank you very much, lads. Subscribe if you're new around here.